So we know Arnold is in transition. Harold,
Correct.
we will be docking your pay, Harold. Okay, Harold, baby, you should already have been here, Harold.
Oh,
Get out the kitchen. Get out the kitchen and put the plate down, Harold.
oh.
Harold is there now.
You said you're
Kelly,
about
say
to
it
start your.
again.
You said you're about to start your transition.
No, I said get out. I said get out. I said get out the kitchen and put the motherfucking plate down, honey. Okay.
Harold, is you cool?
Oh
Huh?
shit! Oh damn!
Oh,
that's
it's
Yeah,
jumping
yeah,
up.
Harold.
It's jumping up.
Harold, is you cool?
Don't come
Yeah,
on here
y'all know.
now. See, you was attacking Kelly last night, but now that Kelly lit you up all through the day, so now you had to come on this
Who?
show. And yeah,
Who
Kelly tore
up?
that ass up. That's what happened. Right, yeah. So
Harold, you know
Kelly,
Harold. If you ask
Co-founder.
for it, Harold,
Co-founder, you let Kelly
Harold,
get you? Co-founder?
no, Harold.
Co-founder, you know better
If
than
you
that.
ask for it, Harold, it will come, Harold. Do not make us get the other one up here, Harold, bitch. You know when the power of three get together, Harold.
We're not doing that.
I mean, it's already 3. It's you and Nikki.
Oh,
What is
God.
happening? What is happening?
We starting out. We starting out with a good time. Starting out.
it is a great time. What is going on?
Hey Nikki.
Oh my
Hey Pearl.
god!
Hey yo. I told Nikki last night. I said she's sitting up on she's sitting there keep peeking out on the show looking like Pearl on 227. Just kept every time something was happening.
Okay. What's up,
So
Chaos?
what's going on, people? What's up?
It's 504 people. Thank you for Librarian Fish. Thank you for that car. If I could get 1, 2, 3, 4
J
more
Rock,
of those,
J Rock,
then I'm
J
good
Rock.
for the
You
night.
gotta learn the app. No, J Rock.
Thank you.
On the count of three,
Oh yeah,
everybody in your live, send a bell. Let's make the room lucky.
I forgot about that.
Hey, Romeo.
On the count of three,
Count of
everybody get
three.
ready to send a bell. Let's make the room lucky, Miss Thang Baby. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Everybody send a bell. Let's make the room lucky. I said let's make the motherfucking room lucky, hoe. Bitch. On the count of 3, everybody send a bell and let's make this motherfucker lucky. 1, 2, 3.
Where the hell you find the bell at? Okay.
There we go.
Okay,
The
they
room
did
is
it for
lucky.
you. They did
The
it for
room is
you.
Okay.
lucky. The room is now
Thank
lucky.
you.
The light is on. Everybody go down to the gift box, Miss Thang Bitch, and play those peerless swords, those supreme lions, and all those gift boxes. You get gifts back when you play those boxes on the
You
house,
get
honey. Thank
yes,
you.
you
Where you
play those boxes
where you
on.
do
What's
that
up,
stuff?
Papa?
Where you do that stuff at? Yeah, I'm be
Down in
lost.
the bottom. If you go over, if you
Right,
scroll over, you'll see the
Kelly.
peerless swords.
Kelly,
Yes.
Go to
you
Super
didn't see
Lucky.
Pop. You
If you
didn't.
go down the gift, slide over to Super Lucky. It got the peerless swords on there.
You say
You
start
didn't
on
see
the
Papa
gear
Balenciaga speak to you.
and then
Better go and
slide
speak
on
to
to
him now,
where?
since you're not gonna
Super
see him
Lucky.
in no ball.
Hey, Papa,
Damn.
what's going on, boo? I haven't seen
All
Papa. I
the
haven't seen Papa
gifts
in
on there.
forever.
I
Keep
know,
going
right?
to Super Lucky.
Yes,
Yeah,
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa. Yes. Yeah.
all those gifts
I
on
know.
You
there.
I
don't
know
know.
how to get you.
I'm still
Rodney.
looking. Uh-huh.
Did you speak to
Yeah,
Thank
Papa
yeah,
you.
that's
since you don't see him at balls no more?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we just had a moment. He just told us to calm down. Whoa on
So let's
y'all.
whoa, Holiday.
I said he done got
Thank you,
married, doing
Naima.
shows with his man. He don't have time for me or
No, it's
nothing.
saying
You
you're a
know.
host already.
Y'all want us
Wow.
to run.
Wow.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
want us to run
Papa,
it
So this
back.
Papa,
so this what happens,
Papa
J
don't
Rock.
get.
You let the people leave the Gulf Coast and they just go run wild and
Here you
they can
go.
just
Here
touch
you go.
they can just
Here you
swing.
go. This is
Papa
not
don't get
Kelly
Okay.
and this
motherfucking.
is not Kelly and Nikki. Don't come over here with that
I
Papa
help.
still
don't
ain't
get
seen this,
motherfucking
Kelly.
married.
Wait,
Don't
I'm
come.
still
Don't.
looking,
He
wait.
y'all.
Whose dog
he
is
got
that barking? I keep hearing a dog
he,
bark.
he
Oh
got
wow.
motherfucking married. He got married, Miss
I
Girl,
think your
and now he a
ears is
motherfucking.
failing you. You hear them
He's a
fucking bells going
performer.
off.
Wait,
You don't hear them
Kelly,
goddamn
I think
dogs.
there's a dog barking. I can't. You ain't hear that dog,
Oh
Kelly?
No, you hear fucking
no!
bells going off.
What type is it?
You hear it.
I don't know. It
What?
sounds
Just
like a
like
big
you
dog.
got
It's
that
coming out of
TK.
box 3. Who got a dog in box 3?
Only dogs
Honey.
understand dog language. So what kind of dog are you?
Oh, there you go. Hey, Fido. Mm.
The
Baby,
room
Talk
is
about
lucky. Can y'all
yeah,
gamble
the
talk
with
room
me
about
so
is
a
I
lucky,
puppy.
y'all. Gamble, gamble, y'all. Gamble, y'all. The room is lucky. So Papa don't got married, mistaken bitch, and he don't became an entertainer, and he ain't got time for ballroom no more. I see what it is.
Sure don't.
Baby, if you ain't got tips and a number, he don't care. Oh,
Baby.
I
hey,
still ain't
Mm-mm.
seen
Papa.
it, J Rock.
You
I
say
don't know
I'm
what
what?
ready
y'all be
for him.
looking. What y'all be
No, when
looking
you
at when
go
y'all
hit that
see?
look,
Matter
when
of
you go hit
fact,
the look, when you hit that little gift box, you go
Uh
down
huh.
and then you see all the different ways you can send gifts. It'll say popular, frequently used, family prestige.
Mm-hmm.
You just touch one of that family prestige and slide and just keep sliding over till you see super lucky. When you see super lucky, those are the gifts.
I see
Hit on.
global flying gifts. Voice super. Okay, there we go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I
So
would have
when
never. Okay.
right,
Ladies
so
and gentlemen, this is
anyone
an
who gets
Android Bigo tutorial.
and look, don't do too much on Android.
And then you push what after that?
You can
You
push
should
one of
see
those
the
gifts down there.
you should see the peerless swords. You can gamble
Do
with the
this. You can
peerless
do the
Kelly,
sword.
sword.
Kelly, you got an Android too?
Excuse me, Harold,
You
Okay, I
can do
please
that on
don't
did.
the
ever,
iPhone too.
Harold,
Thank you.
Harold, Harold,
Over
please
to
don't
you.
ever disrespect me like that,
Yeah.
Harold. I'm
I got
motherfucking
nervous. I'm about to
Android.
call Jack.
Baby, I don't play with those type of services, bitch.
Mm.
Honey.
Hey, the
Hey,
Paris. How long you
Susan.
been here?
I've been here.
Mm,
Fuck you talking about.
Oh.
I was actually
mm,
on
mm.
time, sir.
Mm.
Well, you
Thank
had to be.
you.
You
Thank
wanted
you.
you wanted the people to get there early so that they give you an LSS. I understand why you're here on
Oh,
time.
icon of the year. Icon of the year on the iconic point of view.
Harold,
Mm.
Harold.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah,
trying to be a different
Rodney, we on
person.
that ass, Rodney.
I'm really trying to be a
Okay.
different person this season. Like, unlike some people who can't, act or conduct themselves in a professional manner when they are
Hey, Susan.
engaging in
Hey,
punk
Susan.
activity. I'm not going to allow you to take me out of my peace. So yeah.
And Liberian
Naima.
fish,
Would
Liberian
your
fish.
piece
You're
would your
you're
piece
down
be
there in the
that wig that
comments
you had on in
swinging.
Houston?
What
Honey,
happened?
you down
What you
there.
say?
You down there trying to Liberian fish. You know Harold ain't swinging nothing, Miss Thing Bitch, honey, but a motherfucking four.
Baby, everybody can't be swinging 14 like you, baby.
Oh my
Honey,
God.
baby. So what's on the agenda? What's on the agenda for tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to find out from Corey since he's here. Hi, icon of the year. How you doing?
Another one that's evil.
Hello, how are you?
So Corey.
Uh huh.
So why all these other people in ballroom get these invites to the Lanvin cookout, and then the other people don't get invited?
Well, actually, it started off as only a Lamben cookout, and then the Lambens were asking me if it was okay if people that weren't Lambens to come to could they come over, and I said yeah. So it just turned out being a bigger thing than what it actually was supposed to be. But it was a dope time. We had a dope time. It wasn't that we excluded anybody. It just was that it, we
So
hell. It
basically,
just
so
started off as
basically,
Lamben
Corey.
only. The people came.
So basically, Corey, what you saying is there was
Paris, please don't
Harold
start.
didn't have no
Don't start.
girlfriends. Harold didn't have no girlfriends there. That's what you saying.
No,
I
that
don't. I
was
mean,
not
I,
it. That the Paris, that wasn't it, Miss Thing. They didn't have enough food. They didn't have enough food to feed Harold.
Mm.
Actually, Kelly, somebody had told them they saw me with you, and they was like, "Don't invite Harold." But I was really hanging with one of the Panthers football players.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all are so funny. Woo.
crazy.
Mhm.
I wasn't even expecting all them people to be there, but it was a dope time.
Basically, what Harold's saying is
Okay,
next
well, I'm
time
going
he
to
better
try.
get an invite.
There you go, to Paris.
It was some August there, Harold.
Uh-oh.
Mm,
And the plot thickens.
mm.
You about to get the August put out. Who was they? Tell us.
They're not gonna get put out. Why would they get put out? I don't know which ones were there because most of them was at the day party. But That's neither here nor there. Um,
Mm.
yeah, what's up?
Well,
Zaparis?
On that,
Oh, Zaparis, were you in? Oh no, it was out of town. You weren't there.
Oh wow, wow.
what is going on? Stop! Wait, what is really going? You know what? No, the parents, no. Don't give it to him, please. Like,
You better
whew.
do it. You better do it for the vine.
I'm not gonna let Harold take me there because Lucille wouldn't let his neck go. The fuck? Now you trying to over here
Lucille?
projecting that
Now,
Is that
now,
what?
that
now,
negative
Is
energy
that
to
what
oh
me.
was
wait, hold on.
happening?
Hold on, Sir Paris. Now
Kelly,
you're reaching.
Kelly,
You're
Kelly. The
reaching, Sir
one thing,
Paris.
Kelly. The one thing you can't talk about on Facebook or Bigo is necks. You cannot
Miss
talk
A
about
bitch, Sir
nobody's neck,
Paris.
Kelly.
You reaching. Okay. Where do
Kelly,
you see a fucking neck? Where do you see a fucking neck? It's nothing but a
Demond,
head and
Kelly,
shoulders.
Kelly,
$10.99 at
Kelly,
one time,
Kelly. Turn the
and you will
camera
get a
on
gift.
and let's see your neck. Let's see your neck and razor bumps and mine.
Thank you.
Oh, but Harold. Now, one thing for certain, two things for sure, Harold. There
Hey,
is
Mr.
no
Morales.
motherfucking bumps on this motherfucking face, baby, honey. Okay, bitch,
Okay,
this is
you
butter.
got good laser. It's
Okay,
butter.
very great. It's very great,
It's butter.
honey.
Girl, you know what? Can I tell you something, Kelly? Can you stop telling people it's
Yes.
butter? Because every time you walk in face, you tell people it's butter, they be like, one other person.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
that's the same. That's the same thing that they say when you come out too, baby. But we all go to the chilling circuits and get a win every now and again.
Wow, the chitlin circuit. When the last time you won the latex ball?
Mm. When the
When
last
the last
time
time
you
you won
won
in New
one,
York?
honey?
I won one the night that you were called the McDonald's icon. I won that night.
Mm.
Mm.
And I love it, and I love it, and I appreciate that because y'all all thought it was a motherfucking key. But if y'all knew anything, McDonald's is iconic.
Yeah, but McDonald's is iconic. But it's the
And so am
icon.
I. And so am
Yes,
I.
you are. Yes, you are, boo. Yes, you are. I
On
love
the
you too,
day of
Kelly.
trans
Kelly,
visibility, you
we're not gonna
attack the
worry.
women.
We're not gonna worry about Kelly's wins. Research department is off tonight, so we have nobody to
Mm.
dig back
Well,
that far in the archives. So
unlike the rest of the girls, honey, baby, no one has stepped up to the resume challenge.
oh. Well, what kind of
Mm.
resume challenge you want, Kelly? Who you want
Resume
someone to
challenge,
battle
a
you, or you want
resume
people to
challenge.
battle each
Put up
other?
your resume.
Oh,
Mm.
baby. So do
I
you?
want the girls' resume, bitch. Say, bitch, because I can go all the way back to VHS tapes, bitch. And I was in the motherfucking building, walking
So
and
are
motherfucking winning. And the clips are still being posted up now. But a lot of y'all girls, yeah, y'all just fabricate y'all motherfucking statuses and things of that nature, mistake girl. So it is what it
Uh-oh.
is, mistake girl. And
What
we
so?
up,
Let
just
me
go
just
with
ask
it.
you this,
ballroom?
Kelly. Let me ask you this: are you counting? Are you as an icon? Are you still counting by trophies? Are you counting by of the years? Are you counting by
I'm
Hall
counting
of
by trophies.
Fames? What are
I'm
you
counting
going
by
by, boo?
trophies. I'm by counting by trophies. I'm counting by of
Thank
the years
you.
Yes, I
mistake
do.
8 times. 8 times in
I
a
need to
row.
get to
Big girl's
1,000.
face and big girl's motherfucking realness. Okay? New York City.
Now,
Honey.
Kelly, and,
Harold.
and
Harold.
you you said you're Kelly that was Kelly Mizrahi, right?
Yeah, well, it is what it
And
is. Wasn't you
and who threw those awards
You
balls?
didn't miss much, D. Williams.
baby, wasn't you before you became overall father, wasn't you a Mugler bag boy?
A bad boy, baby. How is that Mugler a bad boy? Rodney,
Oh shit.
Baby,
during
baby,
during our
baby,
Mugler
honey.
era,
If
during our
your credit
Mugler
is not
era,
good,
Rodney had
and
the
you need a
Paris.
cosigner, Harold, baby, honey,
I don't need a
Harold, I don't need a
cosigner,
cosigner.
baby. I don't, baby. Okay, so let me ask you a question, sweetheart. If I was a bag carrier, how did I become legendary? Because I was legendary when I started Balenciaga.
Well, they was giving that shit out like motherfucking hotcakes, mistake bitch, honey, okay?
And so you said they was giving out
Wow.
like hotcakes. So and you
Yeah,
said your big girls,
they was giving that shit out
see,
like
big
motherfucking
girls
hotcakes,
real this.
baby.
Girl, stop it, Kelly.
Yeah,
Kelly,
Harold.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Roxy, Tyrell.
Yes,
Kelly, Kelly.
what's
Every
up?
Everything that we pull up from the YWCA in Brooklyn on Third and Atlantic in Brooklyn, you're always, always sitting front row to the side with some U-Haul keys in your
Yeah,
pocket.
after I won my category, I'm sitting front row at the Y, mistake bitch. Yeah.
Kelly, you got to save these stories for like 12 noon, where all the old people
No,
at
Harold, I
work
don't need to
and
save. I don't
the
need to
ones that
save.
know
I don't
better.
need to save.
You can't do this
Harold,
at
I don't
night.
need
You
to
can't do this
save.
at. You got to do
Harold,
this when like the
I don't
20
need
year
to
olds on
save any
Vigo. You
motherfucking
can't,
story.
Kelly.
I
You
can
can't do this
if you
this
want
time of
me
night.
to,
Come on now, this
Harold,
prime
if you
time, girl.
want
You know
me
you can't tell
to,
them stories
I
this
can
time
take
of
you.
night,
I can take you down memory lane, Harold. If you want me to go to my TikTok and I can get all my clips
baby,
that are posted up.
baby,
Vigo
baby. At this
Productions,
point, those are probably
he
AI
posting all
doctored
of them.
clips.
Yeah, well, if that's what you need to do, Harold, to embellish your resume, it's AI, baby. It is what it is.
Kelly, there's nothing about my resume embellished. Y'all know.
You say
Y'all know
tomato,
I got
you say tomato, you say
Hey,
tomato,
Nene.
I say tomato.
girl, they said your best moments is when Seven was cutting you off on the aftermath videos.
No, baby, no. My best moment is every time I hit the motherfucking floor, honey.
Girl, Kelly, we love you.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Which one
do,
of y'all?
honey.
Which one of y'all interview got more ratings?
Kelly's interviews are gonna always have more ratings because
Baby,
the people want to
y'all know
key.
I'm not,
Listen,
baby, you see, the difference between me and a lot of the girls, mistake bitch. I know my truth, mistake bitch. I came out, mistake bitch, and I was a motherfucking brick. And I was a not mistake bitch. And I ain't have a seat at the
mhm.
table, bitch. Now I'm holding the motherfucking table. It's a motherfucking difference.
That's right. She's holding the table on her back, girl. She is the
Yeah.
foundation. Yes, she
Hey,
is.
baby, and you're holding all the motherfucking chairs on yours.
Baby.
Vigo
Speaking of
Production.
chairs,
Vigo Production is in here
Thank you,
carrying.
Roxy.
Okay.
speaking of chairs, shout out to Candace when she came out to get her legendary status. She came out with a chair like she had just caught it.
Yes.
Yes, that was cute.
Yes.
hmm Congratulations, Candace, on your legendary
Congratulations.
status. hmm
Congratulations, Candace. Definitely.
And all and to all the winners at the 2026 Carolina Awards Ball, you better thank Corey because Corey was making sure y'all got y'all names written down. Y'all was trying it.
If I knew who
They
you were,
definitely
Vigo, I would say the same, but I don't know who you are, but I'm enjoying the vibe. But
Whoever
thank
it is,
you.
they on the telly like white on rice and the paper plate in the snowstorm.
Yes.
Mm.
Vigo Productions. He came in here
So,
and was ready. He said, three, two,
so
one,
Kelly, when you was
light, camera, action.
swinging
Okay.
your hair and stuff, and you was swinging your hair like this and swinging your hair, was that Jennifer you was going against? Who was
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that was the first that was Jennifer. That was the first collection for $5,000 as a house, grand prize the house of Israel. Amaya came out and got the first point for Femme Queen phase, and then I came right behind her and got the second point for Big Girls motherfucking phase.
So then
Is
they
that the
deducted
ball that they
Amaya's
did
point. It was like
the Ms.
whatever.
Raheem did
Yeah.
the performance at the house in the baby crib? Is
Yeah,
that
in
ball?
the crib.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
There you go,
But
Biko
where was
Yeah.
that
Productions.
at?
You said what?
In New York. In New York.
It was in New York City at
Oh,
the
oh, oh,
Ministry.
oh, oh. That's the one where they the playpen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. hmm I lost that
Yeah.
night. I lost to Rucker. I lost to Rucker
Oh
at that point.
damn, Harold. I feel bad for you, Miss Ang, baby. You lost that
Harold,
night.
You
I
should.
lost that night too, Harold. It was process of elimination. It was process of elimination, J Rock. I beat 20 gentlemen back to back, and then I lost.
Yes.
What?
Yes, I lost.
Yes.
hmm
And you didn't go
Yes.
crazy?
Who paid Naomi's ball? We missed
Never,
Naomi's ball. When
I never
was
went
it?
crazy. I never go crazy at a ball. If I win, lose, I walk back to my seat, go to the bar, get me a drink. If I win, I'll buy the person who I beat a drink. If I lose, I'll buy that person who won a drink.
Why
Um,
didn't say we paid? Why did wait? Hold on. Why didn't say we paid Naomi's balls? No. When was it? We missed it.
Laomi ball. They talk about because nobody is purchasing tables. Mistake. Her ball is at the end of the month.
April
Mm-hmm.
Her mother
26th.
ain't buy one either.
You said what?
Her mother ain't buy one either.
Oh, baby, the mother has one, baby, honey. The rest of y'all don't.
No, if they said no, she didn't say only the Gucci's bought a
They
table.
said no
She said
houses have bought
she
tables.
said no house has tables. She didn't say nothing about the Gucci's.
The Balenciagas ain't got one, but I guess you got a football game that day.
No, I don't have a football game. I mean, I don't. No, stop.
What
Well,
librarian fish? My house members have a ball in Tennessee, Tennessee Honors Ball. I will be going to support them. If the Army Ball wasn't on the same day, I would have went to New York, but I will be going into Nashville, Tennessee.
No
And I
fun
have
base.
the and I have the BTEC
I'm a
conference
big
that day.
sports fan, and I'm a diehard Alabama college football fan. Like that's my Saturdays. Like if you've ever seen me at a ball on a Saturday and Alabama's playing, I'm walking around with the game on my phone. So they were playing Georgia, and I
True.
really didn't want to do a phone game, so I didn't go to Kelly's ball. So she
Yeah,
paid to
all
remind
four,
that to
all
me.
four, all four of them.
That's not true. I was there at your ball. I was there at your ball when you had the Trans Man Realness Grand Prize and then the Club Kid Face. I was there for that.
Oh, you
And
was
Cat
Miss A
Eyes was on
girl.
the panel.
Oh, I guess that's you was losing some weight at that time. I didn't see you.
No, I hadn't lost no weight at that time. That's why I was enjoying the stuff you had on the table.
I will say this. I don't know what's going, but April is so fucking packed. It just seemed like ball after ball, back to back, $1,000, $2,000,
Every weekend.
baby.
It's
Yeah.
yo, it's such a juggle. Then I like I want to come to Dallas for a Dion's ball, Dion and Chirac ball.
Hershey.
Oh,
When is he on the show
it's
right now?
Hershey. I thought
That's
Yeah,
on
Hershey,
Juneteenth. Yeah, it's Hershey and
Juneteenth.
Dion.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay. I thought
Dion and
Chirac was
Hershey.
part of it too. My bad.
Mm-mm.
But I also want to. I mean, I want to go to the
Pay
latex
latex.
ball, but
Pay it.
mm-mm.
Pay it. They don't
See,
even be having all the categories for the girls anyway.
Silly,
Latex is
silly. What
Saturday.
house are you
Latex is
in?
Saturday, and Juneteenth is
Right,
Sunday. But this year I won't
right.
be doing that. I won't be going one ball and then going to another. I will be enjoying my weekend in Dallas.
Well, you would have did that last year had you not decided to throw a ball on the same weekend that they were. But I'm not gonna
Oh,
throw you
see,
under the
you
bus,
is
Rodney.
dirty.
But
Oh.
thank you for your support. Thank you for your support as always, brother. Thank you.
But you know what, though, Rodney? You still came.
And I came. Yes, I
You still
came.
you still came.
Well, let me
Mhm.
just say this, J Rock. Had y'all not let set that panel up with all Ken's girlfriends, and Ken won the $3,500 for Legendary Realness, me and John would have been there because I told him, I said, if I win this money, I'm buying
Thank
our
you.
tickets to Dallas.
Look,
Look,
Father Chanel, overall father, you hear Harold? Then we set the panel up. Come get him.
And
Come
Ha-
get him.
Ha-
look,
Harold,
look, look. That's
Harold,
what I told Kid. That's what I told Kid.
we in a new Harold. We in a new day and age, Harold. You still baking on Grand Prize wins to get to the next function?
No, boo. I had already committed my finances to go support my brothers at the ball in Chicago. If I had bonus money, I would have then in turn went to Dallas as well. So I had actually, Kelly, since you want to do this dance, I had already walked in one a ball Friday night. I walked in one Saturday night, but I didn't win the overall cash. So I walked in one in DC at Howard Theater. I walked in one in Chicago, but I didn't win the overall cash. But had I won that money, I would have said, you know what? I can go ahead and go to Dallas.
I love
They
how
like
you can.
they want a piece bad, but you know
And
what?
Harold,
Like I
let
said,
her know that you still won $500 that night.
I did win. Yes, I won $500 in Chicago. I was on the winning team to win $1,500 Friday night in DC. So all I needed was that additional bonus that Ken got. Did Ken come to Dallas, J Rock?
Hey, well, when you say DC mistake, girl, it's always been
No.
set up for you, honey. Okay,
Oh. Oh my God. So let me just say this, Kelly, you've probably walked in DC more than I have. So why would I like Rodney? Do I really walk in DC?
You can't, Harold, Harold,
Yeah.
Harold, baby, Harold. Babe, listen, I'm dealing with motherfuckers with credit scores over motherfucking 800. Mistake, bitch. We don't need cosigners over here.
Baby, baby, baby. Show me your Tesla keys.
Harold, Harold, we don't have keys. If you don't know, Harold, we have a card.
Oh, you have a car? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
the
show me
Tesla
your
come with a
card.
card.
Oh, I
Harold,
I don't
Harold.
have a Tesla, boo. I drive an Audi and an Infinity.
Well,
Yeah.
stay in your tax bracket then.
Boo. I drive I drive an Audi and Infinity, and I can still take both vehicles to the dealer. And when the auto manufacturer sends any kind of notices, they come to my house.
Harold,
Mm.
Harold, I have a personal dealer that I deal with, Harold. When I need to go in, baby, I have their cell phone number in my phone, Harold. Okay, I can always go in and get services,
Miss
honey.
Kelly,
Okay,
the one
Harold,
thing about
baby,
me,
Harold.
I've done a lot of things in life. The one thing I've never done is craft a car. Now don't play with me.
Yeah, and I haven't and
Don't
I
play with
haven't
me,
either.
California mother.
And,
Don't play with
and
me,
I haven't
California
and I
mother.
haven't and I haven't either.
Really, Miss
I don't
Callie?
know what I don't know what any of the other girls. I don't know what any of the other girls do, baby. But I don't do
Let's
those
just
type of things.
let's just Rodney. I'll take a girl's name Kelly for 2,000, please.
Let's take girls spaghetti for 2000.
Okay. So what's on the
Whose
docket?
birthday
Arnold
we
is
gonna do?
missing for the second week in a row.
Arnold is
Philippines is gonna be
traveling
a bad
back
weekend.
Arnold has
to
been
home.
traveling both. Arnold has been traveling both days. If Arnold was here, we definitely wouldn't have his comparison up here.
Wow.
The first thing we're going to do, J Rock start mentioning, talking about it earlier. Samson, aka Moldavia. Harold's going to lead us with that, and then we're going to do a moment. So go ahead, brother.
Yes. It was sad to see today that I think James Icon was the first person I saw that posted the news that
Yeah.
um, Molda- Samson, also known in ballroom as Moldavia LaBeija, has passed away. So we're going to take this opportunity to afford a moment of silence to the legacy, the contributions, and just the memory. All right, rest in peace.
Yes. Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
I know it's really difficult, like for us as a community, seeing people go. But I think the reality is there are multiple things. There are a lot more people in ballroom than there has been. So, and we're also all connected on social media. So things, news like that, once it happens, it gets shared. So we see everything that happens in the scene now. So, also the reality is that we are an aging community with
The Paris,
people
meet yourself, please.
with people
Thank
on
you.
the with our older population, living longer than previous generations. So we are definitely seeing people around longer. So subsequently, we will see more deaths, and this is just like an unfortunate part of just living. As long as you're alive, you're gonna see people going. So, but rest in peace,
Yes.
Kelly. You have
Mhm.
anything you want to
Um.
share?
No, Harold. I'm
All right,
just.
well,
It's just like it's just too much. Yeah, baby. Every time you turn around, baby. Uh, honey, bitch, I'm tired of motherfucking. Can the community get a fucking break with rest in peace? Okay,
Oh
we need a fucking break,
mm,
baby, because it's like one after the other, one after the other. We need a break.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Um, Speaking of, I had the opportunity to attend Divine's memorial service, the Queen, farewell to the Queen celebration on Sunday, and it was sensational. It was everything from the messages, reading the obituaries, to the entertainment, to Jack's wittiness, to see her moms and aunt, and to see Martha officially um, in her title as grandmother, Gorgeous Gucci, which she always was a Gorgeous Gucci anyway when she was on the panel. But we definitely
Rodney.
official. I'm
Let,
sorry.
Rodney, don't say that because you don't want nobody trying to run up on you at a ball. But go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, it was a great time. Andre, Arnold, and myself, we sat together and we just
I'm sorry. That was me.
okay, and we
I'm
were
sorry.
just reminiscing and just just having a good time. It was having a good time. The people, you had some live singers, you had some lip sync performers, you had everything was just so nice. And majority of the people did come in there pink and white, as instructed as well. Which was good. It was very good. So shout out to that. And I saw a lot of the different flower arrangements and stuff like that. More particular, the Tishi flower arrangement, which actually said Tishi on the flower arrangement. It spelled out Tishi.
Wait.
Um,
So wait. Hold on. Hold on. Like okay. So wait. So wait. Say this again because I heard it wrong.
That,
I had to hear it wrong.
yeah, Harold, you heard it. Harold, you heard it right, baby, honey. The secretary need to get up on top of that, baby, honey. Okay, yeah, I think it was, we gonna look at it
Jeremy.
as an oversight.
Jeremy,
yeah.
hold on one second. Hold on one second, Kelly. Jeremy, you're going to sit here and allow me to play Clueless, just like I sat here and played Clueless for 2 months, even though I knew you were a West and I knew you were going to
Correct.
debut as Father West,
Correct.
and I
You
didn't
definitely
spill that.
did.
So don't now want me not be confused and not be clueless when we sat here and we held your tea all this time. Right, exactly. See now we don't want to play no more. See, this is what happens. This is so
you know what I
unfair.
just realized? You know what I just like? Well, not just realized, but you said although she was a gorgeous Gucci on the panel. I remember one time I went to the West Coast and I seen two gorgeous Gucci's on the panel, and I said, "Why is it two gorgeous Gucci's on the panel?" They said it's not two gorgeous Gucci's on the panel. I said, "Yes, it is. Both of them just got up from the gorgeous Gucci table, and now they on the panel." And they was like, "Oh no, she's not in a house." But she been cheering for the gorgeous Gucci's the whole LSS.
She was never in a house, Miss A bitch, honey. Okay, with
No, I'm
divine,
not
with
talking about
divine.
Martha. I'm talking about I'm talking
Oh,
about one of the other legends over there. I couldn't think of her. I couldn't think of her name, but she was sitting at the gorgeous Gucci table. I just really thought she was gorgeous Gucci because every time a gorgeous Gucci got called out for LSS, she was like, at the table and everything. So when they called the judges up, I was like, they was like, oh, she's not a gorgeous Gucci. I was like, ah.
We'll get into that a little bit later, J Rock, when I give a different recap. Kelly and the crew yesterday, they actually announced the winners from both balls, which I was shocked because they normally don't get around to it as much.
before Rodney, before you get into the winners, let me say something to
Oh no, I'm not.
everybody.
I'm not getting into the winners. But go ahead.
Okay, and let me say something to everybody in the community. I've been out. October 22nd will be 31 years. I've been out. Divine Baby had one of the best send offs that I seen in our community. Okay, we take it lightly, baby. We go to the balls and we travel from state to state and from region to region and from coast to coast. Right? It is no reason why y'all girls do not have fucking insurance and we have to put up GoFundMe's. Okay. If you have time to travel to a ball to get weed, to get whatever type of substance you do, y'all girls need to have proper insurance so y'all can be buried the correct.
You see how Bigo,
Not
you see how God works?
not yet,
God was
Roxy.
like, shut up.
Mm.
God was like, stop that
Y'all need
foolishness.
y'all need some insurance though. No shade. That is a
So yeah,
big.
Correct.
so okay, but
Correct.
okay, right. But hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. And you're completely right. We also as a community do not need to keep waiting until these situations happen to then try to point and hold people accountable and say what needs to happen. So, these are the conversations that should be ongoing conversations, centered around a whole bunch of other things, health and wellness. Like, there are so many things that we don't talk about, internally with people, and we have to get into the habit of that. Like, it's no shade. Like, when it comes down to it, I think every house should have, like, like a health and wellness division where they have people who specialize in that, ensuring that people know when to go get, their annual physicals. What does it look like? Are we having the conversations with our trans population on ensuring that even though they've completed their transitions, there are certain tests that they may still have to get. Does your doctor know this? Is your doctor definitely ensuring that? You know what I'm saying? And these are conversations that I've had with, you know, um, people in my house that, just us talking on a one-on-one about things that are important to ensure that people are doing. So collectively, let's not just wait until we have like these moments where things didn't happen to ensure we're doing things. I mean, like in the flash of a moment, if something crazy were to happen at a ball, at a club, anywhere that we're at, do we, is there somewhere in the house? Is there a database that each leader can go to get like an emergency number? Who should you call? Don't call my mama, call my sister. You know what I'm saying? Do we know that? Are we gonna have to wait and get on Facebook and say, hey, can so and so somebody's friend contact us or whatever the case? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes those little minutes, even if it's ten minutes, can be critical, especially if someone has like a situation. So I appreciate what you're saying, Kelly, but we need to start making these a part of these conversations normalized that we're having more often.
Hey, Sally, I was reading your comment. What we cannot control is the biological family's narrative of how they want to do it. If we're having additional services for that, of course, we're going to do what we can to make sure that they're blessed with their form. But as far as making sure their family don't misgender them at their funerals, that's something that we don't control the narrative of because the biological family has control of all of that.
Right.
The ones
And
that
and
do.
and
I mean, unless the scene is paying for it and have taken the financial burden off the family to do so. Which at one point, Harold, if I'm not mistaken,
Hey,
wasn't
man.
Kevin and a few other people were doing a funeral type of thing, but people didn't want to invest the money into it, thinking that because it's ballroom, they're old, that they might be trying to scam us and different things like that. But I know they was trying to do a emergency fund for funeral burials and stuff like that. But no one just, and this was years ago.
right. That was something that Kevin Omni was attempting to do. Once again, sometimes those things don't become buy-in because let's be real. There are multiple things here. One, there are some people that feel like they don't ever even want to think about, what happens. They don't even want to think about death. Okay. Then there's other people that really genuinely feel like when I'm dead, I don't care what happens. So, there are people that feel like I'm not invested in that. When I'm gone, that's somebody else's problem. And I've heard people actually say that. And I'm not talking about in our community. I'm talking about just in general.
Yeah, just in general. Hey, Nene, welcome to the show.
Right. Yeah.
And
And also, right, Librarian Fish, I think it is very important. If you know that you as an individual, your biological family is not supportive of or accepting of, how you live your life, and to you, your final moment, means a lot to you, then it's imperative that you find a way to establish someone as a power of attorney to be able to make those decisions. Because in that instance, it don't matter who your mama is, it don't matter who your daddy is, it don't matter who your ex is, granny, auntie, big bad brother, sister. If you have a power of attorney, whatever that individual designates, that is what's going to happen.
Listen, I say this stuff all the time, and like I always tell them, even their Vogue nights and everything, they be like, "Oh my God, get to the next category." I'll stop the whole ball, baby. Don't stop me. As long as I got a microphone, I got a platform, I'm gonna talk about the stuff that people are not talking about. And the reason why I talk about it, I'm not gonna even be fake about it. That hit me really hard. When you leave people like those folks that be like, "Well, I'm gone. I'm gonna let my family take care of it." When y'all don't get insurance, whoa! It like some of the people. If you got a family that can come together, that's cool. But you don't know what gonna happen to where it be a big weight on a certain person that you so-called love, care for. And it's not even say so-called, you really love these people, you really care for them, but when you leave and you don't got no insurance, that person you left can damn near have a nervous breakdown when it comes down to funeral costs. To do you know how much it is just to cut somebody's hair, just to get them made up, just to clean them, just to embalm? Every little thing in the funeral service costs so much money, and that's just the preparing. Then you got the grave site. Then you got some of these places like in Dallas. You got to buy the tomb to go down in the grave. You got to. It's just be so freaking much money. It seems like when you think you got everything, some people have a pre-need. My grandmother had a pre-need. I still had to come up off a whole bunch of money with her pre-need. You know what I'm saying? Then my little brother right after that, that was like two times. You get some insurance, y'all. Even if it's $20,000, that's a big chunk that it'll take, and a big pressure that it'll take off of your family or either whoever you leave behind, or loved ones when you leave this earth. Me, my family, I told them they better take that $400,000 and burn me, baby, sprinkle me around South Dallas and take all of it and put it on seven. But you can't say that I just left you here crying and stuff.
Mm-mm. You can do what you want with whatever money from the life insurance policy, but I need a show on the way out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, yeah, I need a show. I want a show.
On
Trying to
demand,
tell you,
it is. You right about the money that's floating around in ballroom, but you do have a lot of people, just being honest. You have people that's is sometimes when they win those grand prizes, before the ball is over or before the night is over, half of it is gone.
Gone. And
And
y'all
and,
can't
and,
really even
and
say
and when
ballroom.
people,
Let's not put all this on ballroom either, y'all, because y'all just heard what I just said. I said my grandmother and my little
Right.
brother.
It's
That's
just
not
like
a
in
ballroom.
general. Correct.
It's really a cultural thing. It's really a black thing. We like, come on, y'all. Like, we can't put it all on ballroom. I know a lot of people was going door to door in the hood saying, I've in my 42 years, I don't know how many times we done went around the corner, such and such got shot, such and such did this. So we all come as a community, we having a cookout, we putting money in a tissue box or a shoe box or something like that to make sure that Tyrone or little Nook or whatever get, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cultural thing. So we're not gonna always say that it's just ballroom. So you need to be talking about it all the time.
Nene, did you have something that you wanted to add, baby girl? Unmute yourself.
No, I'm just listening. But thank you for having
Okay.
me.
Oh, no
hey
problem. No
Nene,
problem.
welcome to the
Hey,
How you
show.
get
Angel,
up
how
to this?
you?
Last time we saw you on Bigo, you was up here tearing it down, boo.
That's what I
Don't
said.
don't
I
bring
was
don't bring that back up. I'm a new person.
Are you a new person, or you a
Hurl
new
now,
person,
you just hurl.
or you put
You
that girl
just
back in the
saw me.
closet? You put
You
that girl back in the
just saw
closet.
me in DC at the ball. Don't start that.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, talking about you on
no
that panel. Hey,
the
girl, let's
last
have a
time
conversation.
the
No, I'm
last time I seen Nene, they
Drink your
tried to
water,
chop
bro.
they
You
the
need
last
it.
time I seen Nene, the last time I seen Nene, they tried to chop her and she won.
That's what
oh, at
happened.
the Ebony Ball.
Okay. Ebony Ball.
They tried to get her out of
I
here.
said it
She said, "No,
yesterday.
ma'am."
I said it yesterday. I say it again today. Happy Trans Day of Visibility for all you ladies. Since I didn't see you yesterday, I'll
Yes,
tell you
happy
that today
trans
as well.
visibility day to all them ladies.
Kelly
Yes,
Yes.
said
definitely.
And
yesterday,
see, and can I say this? Can I say this? Um,
Thank
I
you. I love
struggle
you
with make
too.
I struggle with making a post yesterday because of the climate that we're in, and this is a subject whereas we all have to be mindful of. Like there are some people that are blue, white, and pink me all day, and there are some people that just do not want to be identified that way. You know what I'm saying? They do not identify that way. They don't want to be, you know, in any celebration or any of that. And we have to be mindful of that because
Yes.
sometimes we find ourselves trying to celebrate people, but in the same vein, you're potentially outing somebody, especially if it's not known that
Mm-hmm.
those people move in circles where you know how I previously identified is not known. So always be mindful of that, and that's why when I did my post yesterday, I just refused to put pictures. I didn't want to tag nobody because especially in this current climate, we don't know what's next.
Right.
We don't know what's around the corner.
especially in
Just
Texas.
Yes.
right. We
So
don't.
let me speak on that. Because yesterday, I'm not going to name any names, but somebody posted me, somebody really, really close to me. I don't identify as trans. When I did do what I did years ago, I never, I've never identified as transitioning over or anything like that. Now, I did put up a post that daddy commented on and I thought it was a key. I thought it was really, really, really funny. But even all throughout my life, I have always been. I'm not trying to make myself sound big, but I've always been that girl. I've always been a girl. So nobody's ever seen me as a BQ or anything like that. They always see me as that lesbian, that bulldagger, that dom, something like that. And I like that for me. I don't identify as that. So even when people try to claim that they're clocking T in the street, or if they say, "Oh, that's the," who you saying that to? Baby, I'm a woman. Who you saying that to? Oh, you talking about one of them? Or and it's nothing to disrespect, but it's a lot of girls who identify as trans women, and I just don't, because it's a lot of stipulations that come along with that. It's a lot of feeling and heartfelt that come along with that, and a lot of times, and I had one of my sisters that is trans, that identify as trans, really like, I don't know if she was calling herself reading or tearing down. And she was like, "Well, I make this much money and I do that." That's your business. If you identify as trans and you can get everything that come along and what's for trans, that's for you. But for me, as they say, for me in my house, I serve woman, and that's it, and that's all. Now, I do. I walk balls. I love walking balls. And I will walk those categories because for ballroom, that's what it's called for. But I really like to walk the categories when they say female figure realness, not femme queen
No, Ace.
realness.
Oh, that's
Right.
a whole nother subject. They wanted to go. They want to get rid of
So
that, but
right. Well, see. So this is where it's important when we have these conversations, and even when we're trying to educate people, it's always important to remember that all people do not have the same
Mhm.
viewpoint. That doesn't mean that
Yeah.
Nini's point is wrong. It doesn't mean those people that view. Everybody just views things differently. And also,
Yeah.
I think
Correct.
that realistically, there are numerous girls, numerous people within our community that, that is how they look at things. And,
Hmm.
that doesn't mean that oh, well, why are they walking this category? Because our community is supposed to be a safe place for all of our people. Okay, the reality is that if we know what the backstory is, then we don't have to question everything else. Respect people, respect people, and I think it becomes mind-boggling. I was at a spades night one night, and there was a person that was really kind of going in on you know this whole thing in regard to in regard to gender identity, and just just making these statements that were just like way off base. And I'm like, but you're here as a man. You're here as a man that likes to have sex with other men. The majority of this world disagrees with that, but you want their respect and acceptance. What is so hard for you to whatever decisions the next person makes for themselves? Just accept that.
So
It's not you. And,
It,
I mean, we actually really grew close because of that. But a lot of times people don't look at it. That's even like I know you all have seen it was viral. It's been on Facebook, Instagram, um, TikTok, where people have offered their think pieces on the father who took his feminine
And I
presenting
commented
son
on it. I
to
commented on it. Yeah.
to the prom, and people were like, "Oh, but making all of these statements." And this is the problem. And this woman I watched last night because this is probably my 100th time seeing something on this, but she said, this is the problem with the world. Don't tell people that you love them when you love them conditionally.
Mm-hmm.
I love you if you honor the tenets of my faith. If you do
Mm-hmm.
that's not unconditional love. Okay, because you're gonna love the person. Whatever. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it. That doesn't mean you have to accept it.
Condone it.
This and that,
Yeah.
whatever the case. Right. But unconditional love means that you love them. However, that's what that father chose to do. That's not
Yeah.
saying that the next man has to do that, but that's what
Yeah.
that man wanted to do to support his child. That's why,
but
every time, like,
do y'all remember when we grew up? We was always told you can do whatever and be whoever you wanted to be when we grew up. That shit was all a fucking fraud.
Yeah. It was. It was.
well, you know what? I will say this. Let me say this. I think I think all of us have people that, well, not all of us. I think a lot of us have people that have grown to, like, where their viewpoints may have been at one stage. Listen, my mother is church every Sunday, prayer service, Bible study. So having a child that was gay was probably, a lot for her. But
Mm-hmm.
the one thing I can say, not only has my mother embraced me with respect, she embraces my friends. She treats them, as
Man.
family. And I have the same thing with my sister. You know what I'm saying? So, there are instances where people like really like, grow because, they learn more, they learn different. And even when, like, there are times where like my mother has said things and I'm like, no, ma, you can't say that. We have to make these efforts to, educate people. But I do agree with you, Kelly. I think that, it is disheartening, and people don't understand that sometimes that they are the catalyst to a lot of things. I mean, I know many people have read me over the years about, oh, well, how has this person staying with him? There's a particular person here, live here in DC, always got something to say. But a part of that has always been because I understand very, like, I was in that position. I moved to DC. I moved to DC and stayed with a family friend that we classify as an uncle. And me and my roommate, my old roommate, like years ago, when he realized, he was like, oh, y'all gotta go, you know. So it was either move back to New Jersey or what. Not, my goal is I'm on my own. And people that didn't know me open their doors to me and my friend Ed, and basically allowed us to stay there. It wasn't tied to no sex. It wasn't tied to very nothing. You know what I'm saying? They really looked out for us. And that really made a difference because y'all know, like, as human beings, we're all gonna do whatever it takes to survive. Many a times people will stay somewhere with somebody, do whatever they need to do. They have a place to lay their head. They have a place for food. This, not whatever. So if you get someone that like kind of supports you unconditionally, it's always been important for me to give back because I know that, like, I've seen people long term how that impacts them. That leads to That leads to depression. It leads to substance abuse. It leads to people, not being able to get on track, potentially, finding themselves going to jail. Now you can't get a job because you got a record, this and that, depending on where you live. So,
Jizzle.
it's always important, to me. And for me, this is always like, I know these questions come up a million times, and every time a girl gets in a read session, they want to throw it up, this and that, whatever. This is why it's so important for me to parent. There's not anything else, anything in the scene that I've gotten, I can continue to, I would have gotten anyway. But to be able to like be a part and kind of like, you know, help a younger generation just be able to find their footing, and help develop people be able to do the same thing and pass those things on is important. And that's what we all should be doing.
Yes,
Well,
and rent and sex is not a form of payment for rent. To y'all
it,
girls out there that like to do those type of things.
hey, can y'all run me up to
So,
5,000? But what
okay,
I
Kelly.
no,
So let me ask you this, right? Let me say this, right? And I agree with you. No person should put a person in those situations, right? But is that not how our society has really been built upon when people say that? Because when we had housewives that were, with men that they married because the man had a good job, kept a roof over their head. The man was a horrible drunk or cheating or whatever, but they wasn't leaving. They was gonna stay there, for whatever reason. I mean, I hear you, but let's not act like this ain't a part of society that, people have been doing.
It's a difference, Harold, with someone that was in a relationship with bad, and they stayed there because they had no other financial means of supporting their self. But when you are intentionally bringing people in to your home that you know is lost and they don't have a space, to be comfortable, and you using
I
sex
agree.
for a monetary gain, no, that's it's not the same
yeah,
thing.
see, Kelly, I'm gonna tell you something. That right there used to piss. Now that pisses me off. That's one thing that really, really pisses me off. And
I agree.
I didn't know how often that happens until people kept telling me that's what they thought being gay was. And I'll never forget when I came out to my grandmother and she said, "So what you gonna be doing? Living up in a house full of nothing but a bunch of gay people? Cause that's all they do is just live in a house full of nothing but punks." And I'm like, who? I got a whole job in my own house and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand. But then when I started meeting some of these people that do live up in like just be like a house full of people that's like gay and stuff like that and everything, I'd be like, so you mean to tell me if all y'all worked at McDonald's, shouldn't y'all be able to pay y'all rent? Why are y'all hopping from house to house? When I started talking to some of them younger people and they was like, well, I slept with this one and I slept with that one. And then, by the time I turned like 23, 24, I realized that I didn't have to do that. I started meeting other people outside of that circle. And I'm like, bitch, y'all really was using me. I thought that's what gay people did. And I'd be like, what? I am blessed. I am blessed to have been able to like I always say this. I cannot say what I would have done had I got turned into the wrong hands. But I'm glad that I did like go toward somewhere like the service or something to where I had, stability and all that kind of stuff. And I'm glad that I was kind of, and I know it's gonna sound crazy. I'm glad that I did grow up a way that I was kind of scared to do certain things when I first came out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what I would have did if I would have been caught up in those type of
because
situations where
that was one of the old stigmas that people had about the community.
Well, I think okay. Let's be honest. That became one of the stigmas that people had about the community, because that really kind of mirrors things in the heterosexual community as well. How many women, and this just ain't black. How Where does the narrative come from that the boy, the baby daddy, the guy home playing video games all day, got the car while the girl at work, this and that, whatever the case, and
with all his
what
homeboys
is
just
it?
in the house.
Right. And what is it that's keeping him from getting put out? That poll. That's what it is. So I think Kelly, I agree with you. No one should do that, but we also are not going to act like people don't use what they got to get what they want, and that goes both ways. You know, no one should be put in that position, but people do. People like there are people that gonna lay the pipe, give the head, give the ass, do whatever, give the coochie,
especially in
whatever
the
the case.
wintertime.
Right. I mean, it. It's unfortunate, but this is what people do, and we're not gonna play like
But
we
speaking
being
of
naive.
speaking of housing and giving people a place to stay when they're going through crisis situations or maybe going into foster care and all this kind of stuff. A great big shout out to the iconic king and the father of the House of Ebony, Bam, for
Kiwi.
getting his 501c3 Bam's Haven, where he's opening it up to foster kids that have probably went through a crisis or some type of situation to where they was put in foster care, and he can help them get along with their lives, develop them to become better citizens and stuff before they get out there and there. So shout out to Bam. And if you did not know, Bam been doing these type of things. A lot of these people in ballroom, y'all don't be knowing what they be doing on the back end. Bam has always been one of them people that take in the foster kids and do things and make sure that they are taken care of and doing what they need to do. And you know what I'm saying? And especially if he see himself in a young person, he gonna help that person out. But shout out to Bam Ebony for Bam's Haven.
Yes, Bam.
Yeah, definitely,
We
definitely.
we
Congratulations.
love
I
that.
saw that. Hmm, definitely.
And Harold, can I speak on something because but I'm doing this Tens of Chops thing, and I work with AmeriCorps. Well, I don't work with I volunteer with AmeriCorps here at Resource Center too. And by me doing this Tens of Chops thing, I was like, oh, hey, I got this program called Thrive, which is LGBT 50 plus. Everybody that's 50 plus. They all come together. It's an empowerment group. A lot of them come here, they're 50 plus and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, we need more stuff like that, like just around the country. But I want to do this LGBT then versus now little podcast thing, maybe like 3 series or something, where I asked them questions about when they came out, how it was, name different streets like in DC or different clubs that was around, and say, so you walk in the club and you looking for a date, let you something and just so people can see how life was back then versus now. I canceled everything once the president got into office because right now I'm so scared to put certain programs, certain record certain stuff because it just seems like everything is a target to the point to where I'm thinking that are we gonna have to go back? Well, if we can't stop this shit, we literally gonna have to go back to where we was before social media. If you know, you know, like a gay person has to tell a gay person, not being publicized everywhere because you're like a sitting duck with these people out here. They are wearing their cloaks now very proudly. They're putting their hoods on proudly now, walking around here. You see what I'm saying? And the new KKK, the new younger ones are saying we not our grandfathers and stuff like that. I'm talking about they are just being very
And
belligerent
you'll never
in your
be.
face. And they're
And they
just being
won't
very.
be because they ain't gonna make it. They're not
They
gonna
ain't,
make it. They're not gonna make it to be grandfathers. So
I
they
already
gonna learn the
told
lessons.
them.
They gonna
You
they gonna learn.
fuck around and find out. But that's another thing. Like so for Trans Day of Visibility, that was another thing. That's why I just told Pills, could you just make a E4L like trans thing so we can show our support, but I don't want pictures. Don't put no pictures up. Don't do nothing like that, especially for no girl in no Texas right now. Because I just it's just too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
I'm teaching my girls
Yeah.
how to pop, pop, pop.
hmm Kelly, you falling asleep over there?
No love, I'm not. No love, I'm not falling asleep. I'm just over here.
Checking on you, baby.
I'm over here taking in all of all of the things that we are addressing.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
True
Well,
facts. True, definitely true things.
One, two, three, four.
I
Because
didn't want to
it's
shit.
just
Okay, so can we talk
this.
about um can we talk about
Y'all talk about let's get to the mess. Let's get to the motherfucking beans, bitch. Okay, because it ain't no motherfucking beans flying around here, honey. Okay, bitch.
I was about
Let's get
to
to the
no what
beans.
no, I was about to say we ain't getting to nothing until they like throw some something up in here. Like what's good? We here. We about to get to these balls. We about to get to some of these votes and all of that. I'm the host. I'm the host. Thank you so
J
much. I
Rock and
appreciate
Kelly?
everything. It's a new month. Can I get
Uh,
everybody to sit?
J
Can I
Rock,
get
J Rock is the host, Roxy, but I'm management.
on the count of three? Can I get everybody to send a bell on the count of three to make the room
Thank
lucky so we
you.
can get into these balls and everything on the count of three?
Hey,
One,
Gio.
2, 3. That's
Here we
right. The
go. The
room is
lights is
lit up.
on. Honey,
The
run it
room
up.
is
Let's
now
get it.
lucky. Myself and Kelly are definitely hosts. I'm a host. It's a new month. That's the boss lady down there. Let's do this. Run me up. I need to get to 5 or
And
more.
like Kelly's sex life, I'll take whatever y'all give me.
Oh,
Uh,
Harold,
so,
Harold, I feel bad for you, honey, that you still gotta, go out to the stroll or pick you up something, honey.
Not the stroll.
Yeah,
Girl.
so
honey.
who
Y'all
was
can't.
on
God,
the East
Oh
Coast
wait,
and
hold
who
on.
was
Now
on
y'all
the
saying I'm
West?
going to the stroll. Y'all say I'll be tipping to the balls. Y'all. What is going on? What, what be happening? Like, what's happening? I keep missing all this action.
honey. I don't know. Yes, I really don't know, honey. Yes.
Somebody sent me a text message today talking about they heard a story about me in Charlotte. I was like, no, but with who? I mean, that would have been nice. Shit, baby. We love a good time. Um, Rodney, can't
uh-huh.
not troll you. Um, did you get a chance to see your favorite schoolboy while you was in LA?
I did. I did. I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We hung out Sunday.
Gamble. Gamble.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Well,
basically, and at the club, stuff like that. We
Thank
just
you.
talked and chilled, and yeah, definitely. Some at the
Mario
bar
is
too, of
it's a
course.
new legend. The person's a new legend. Not about a year in now. Well, maybe a little under a year. Their house had a house ball in January. Yeah.
Hi,
Oh, them
Thank
Mario.
you.
peerless swords gonna get
Wow,
you some
comment,
money.
I was just about to tell you congratulations. Congratulations on your new
Thank
role.
you.
Let me tell y'all something. This is this is it's so like okay. A lot of times I'm out at like bars or whatever, and people talking fast. You know, people are drunk, high, whatever the case. They talking fast, and they'll call me Rodney, and Rodney, I'm sure it happens to you when people call you Harold.
Yeah.
So, um, this guy, I was walking through they have this bar in Charlotte called the Woodshed, and I'm walking to the bar with Felicity, and this guy was like,
All right.
"Hey, and then he saw Felicity. It was so crazy. So he was stuck, and he was like, he got stuck. He was like, I don't know. He was like, I was confused. I didn't know to call you Harold or Rodney or because I was with Felicity. So yeah. But let me tell y'all something. If y'all ever see
Bitch.
Felicity, if y'all ever out and y'all see Felicity at a bar, please buy her a drink. That would be the best 20 minutes of your life to hang with Felicity because Felicity is a good time when she is cocktailed. Oh my God.
Miss Thing, bitch. I
Yeah.
gotta go to North Carolina, baby, and let that boy use my Medicaid, Miss Thing, so he get his cataract checked.
Well, Kelly, I just have one question for you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Can I ask my
Thank
question?
you.
What's
Come on,
How
honey?
y'all.
many
The
times
room
have
is
you
lucky.
how many times have you been called Harold or Rodney?
Let me get 99
Mm,
bells.
The same
Oh,
amount. The same. The same amount of times they called you Gina Gospel, rest her soul.
Baby,
Ooh.
we love Gina Gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Three
god!
words
Oh
of
my
the
god!
word
Baby.
is lucky. And then go check your little inbox. Hey, for y'all that don't know, when y'all hit that gift box, there's a little inbox in your gift section. Go down there and you will see where you have won gifts. And it'll have dollar signs and stuff on there and all that. So 99
Oh,
bells right here or Peerless Swords. Gamble. You will
oh,
win.
J Rock is trying to get people to his Bigo inbox. Okay, I got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that a Bible?
Something you need to read. Yes.
Baby, if you pick up a Bible, it'll probably explode in flames.
Thank you.
Okay, so
So
let's just
let it
talk
go
about this.
down.
Let's get to the shit. Let's talk about this.
You
So,
too, Omar.
be, only because there was zero gorgeous Gucci's walking, only because there was nobody in the building, did Kelly not have any issue with the panel for everyday realness. So,
Mm.
first, let me preface all my statements and say that I feel that there's a good probability that the person who won would have still won had things gone with any other panel. So this is saying nothing to take away from his moment. Um, is it Molly, right? Is that his name? Molly, probably.
Mally.
Mally. I'm sorry. I'll be saying Mally, Molly. Okay, Mally. So I mean, there's a good possibility he still would have won. My issue, okay, here's my issue, right? This is my issue. Okay. You had the surprise panel where you had very like in ballroom, when we talk about walking grand prize categories, the expectation is that, okay, it's a grand prize, you know, oftentimes we hear people go out and get on the floor and the judges say, was it $1,000 worth? Was it $5,000 worth? Was it blah 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 blah? This was a $4,000 realness category. So people came with the idea of kind of presenting themselves. Kelly, be patient with me here. Came with the idea of kind of like presenting things in a way that you're showcasing that, hey, I'm walking this $4,000 category. Um, the panel, like I feel like I just watching like there were people that did the very simple. That with a ballroom
Thank you.
panel might not have got tens. They might have got chopped because a ballroom panel would have said for grand prize, this is not it. But because it was simple and to the point, and when I say, I heard the lady say specifically that in judging the realness, they were judging all aspects. So if you had certain stuff up there that didn't look real, like it's like, no, I mean that looks fake to me. You know, so now Kelly did make a point about like people having these intros or productions and there's words being played. This is the thing that Rodney's talked about and read about. Rodney's also been guilty of having these productions where the people don't know the words or they just sitting there and they supposed to have speaking parts, whatever.
Right.
So there was some of that as well. So just kind of like going through it, I think that there were people that were chopped for things that their props not looking authentic. And I think had they have had the knowledge in advance that there would be a different panel, a different type of panel, maybe they would took those things into account. I agree with Kelly on I agree with Kelly on the aspect that if you're doing something in your production, this is your production. So if you're unable to execute it or people are not speaking or whatever, then fine. I do think though that there has to be a level of consistency. Sometimes people get caught up. But yeah, that was my little rant about the category. I mean, I did think that, once it got down to like getting through some of the chops, which I disagreed with, that, it went smoother after that. But overall, I do want to say to the people that walk everyday realness, y'all really brought it to the
The
way
room
that
is lucky on his own. Run it up.
Oh, the room got lucky on its own. Go ahead and send me 99 bills and send me
y'all
some.
brought the category in a way I love to see realness like brought. So I definitely would love to see that category again. I mean I don't know, Rodney, if you had a chance to kind of watch it. There was some really, really, really good stuff that people did. Um, I forgot the Lanvin boy's name that was the doula. He came out with a woman. He came out with a whole nursing team, a woman on a gurney. She's screaming and hollering, her legs up like they're in a stirrup, very whatever. And you know, he's acting like he's and bringing her through labor, and they pull out a baby, and I'm talking like, baby, this baby ain't probably had its first checkup yet. The baby couldn't be more than 2 weeks old. The baby was, naked just like that. Just pulled the baby out from the woman. I thought that was really good. I thought um, Nora Alpha Omega did a really good job as like the hairstylist. I thought Ace Van did a really good
Thank
job.
you.
Um, Mally
Yes,
did a good job.
they had Aladdin. They had it was actually three babies at the ball. The Laven, and then when the I think when the West came
Too
out,
short.
Making one of those.
two, yeah, they brought out they
Too
had a
short
set of
prodigy.
twins. Too Short Prodigy had a
Okay,
set of twins.
and he was upset he got chopped. But let me tell you something. The one thing I pride myself on is kind of like watching a panel and kind of like watching eyes. I knew the moment they were going to chop him when he was put. He was supposed to be a nanny, and he had the one baby and was trying to put the other baby in the stroller, and he was struggling. And those two girls closest to Kelly, those two women closest to Kelly, they look like mad baby mothers looking out the window at the baby daddy trying to
Mhm.
struggle with the baby and put their baby in the stroller. Baby, their faces were so irritated. I hope there's a flip version. They were so irritated. And as soon as he turned around with those kids, baby, they was just like baby mamas. They put them chops up like, and he was like, "Wait, what?" But that was the moment. That was the moment he got chopped. When he struggled with that stroller, that is when he got chopped. Um, I, Um, of course, I felt like Token did a great job as a Mac artist.
Liberian fish. That is not real. That is not real. That's not Liberian fish. Because if you're supposed to be a nanny,
No,
you should know the proper way to put a child into a stroller.
exactly right. So you must remember these individuals were supposed to be bringing a
Ooh, look
female
at my-
dominated job to life. So he was supposed to be a nanny. So it shouldn't have been no struggle. Like if you were putting a nanny on a test run and she was you were interviewing her and she was struggling to put your child in the stroller, maybe you give it okay, but interview over. You're not hiring her.
So, quick
So
question, Harold. So, quick question. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
As far as the delivering of the baby, um, that means the doctor would have performed that procedure, right? Or was it an emergency and they needed the nurse to go ahead and get it delivered? How did that play out? Because I thought the doctor delivers the babies.
Um, so a so he was supposed to be a doula. A doula is a trained professional who provides emotional, physical, and informational support to a mother before, during, and after childbirth. So, from my understanding from the Lonvins, I don't know if Corey is still here. That is what he was supposed to be. So,
Okay. So yeah, you say a doula. Okay. I was just wondering, just looking at
yeah,
it, this from
And
me looking at it on
and mind
live,
you,
it's just like if he was being a nurse, then he should not have been doing that. But when you say he was a doula, then yeah, I get it. I get it. That's cool.
and mind
right.
you, when they first started the production and they lifted the sheet up the wrong way, I was like, oh shit, she got a little doll in there, bitch, honey. Bitch, when they pulled that motherfucking real baby up out there, bitch, I fucking gagged.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that was a
it's considered a birth doula. but yeah, and those individuals focus on support during the labor and birth.
Mm.
um,
Yeah.
Also, I mean, there were other people like, I mean, honestly, I like, I felt bad. I felt bad, like, for people that got chopped, not because of the fact that, like, only one person was going to win at the end of the day, right? And we all know that's a risk that you take. But I saw people put real, genuine effort into what they were doing. Um, Dion, Hardhead West, he came as a Mary Kay representative. He had a whole table with Mary Kay products. He was in the pink suit, this and that, whatever. He had like the gift bags. They better than me. They are better than me. If I walk a category and I'm giving out gifts to the panel and I get chopped, I don't want my production team to do it. I'm coming back and getting all my gifts. Thank you.
Big.
Thank you, boy.
You
I
the
need this back. I need
you
this
the
back.
gag bitch. Okay.
I need this back.
Wait,
And no, Kelly, and you lucky because I told John not to give y'all that Hennessy till after he had won the category. I because I would have had to hear it for 2 months. If he'd have gave y'all that Hennessy and then y'all have voted over him and
so
right.
Hardhead got chopped.
Yes.
Hardhead
Yeah.
got chopped.
Baby, my cisgender
Listen,
girlfriends, my
listen,
cisgender
J Rock,
girlfriends was not having it.
I'm well, they were your girlfriends until you started screaming on that mic and then they clocked you.
Yeah,
Um
yeah, and they clocked me. They say they thought I was one of them mistake bitches, until Barry White came out.
Oh
Why
shit.
were
J
you on
Rock,
the mic,
if you
Kelly?
have not
Why were you on the
if you
mic
have not
yelling?
I was
when
on the
ain't she
microphone.
yelling at a ball? When
I
ain't she
was on the
When,
yelling at
microphone. So
I
I
told
got on the microphone. I got on the microphone, Rodney, because it really grinds my gears, Rodney, to see people in these intros. No, I'm not gonna even disrespect them because those was definitely productions because they had their props and stuff set up. Okay. You girls in these productions and the girls that they have in it not knowing the words, girl,
oh
and
yeah.
it really worked me, mistake bitch. But I didn't chop anybody. I just sat there and let the cisgenders do what they needed to do. But that really worked me. Like, yeah.
no, but Kelly, I do think that you a lot of times y'all know Kelly go off and she get on my nerves. I had to make Snooki take the mic back from her because she was trying it when she was trying to move the ball all fast. But no, but not during this category. The fact that it was a long category and there was all of this talking and the people were standing around doing nothing, it was giving very no wait a minute, y'all are trying this. You know what I'm saying? So yes, Kelly, I agree with you in that instance.
But
Yeah,
Harold,
and
what was
then
you about to say when I? What was you
and,
about to say when
and
I gagged though?
Oh, so I want you to, and I encourage everybody. First and foremost, okay, if you watch our show, if you watch Kelly's show, you need to be following all of the people on YouTube who record these balls. We know that their views is what kind of helps them, supports them. So Carter Life Entertainment, make sure that you're following him on YouTube. But I want you to go watch the category. Like honestly, like even for the people that got chopped, as a person who walks realness and knows what it's like to put stuff together, you're really gonna gag at some of these people like, oh my God, they did all that and got chopped. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the end of the day, I think it was still like an amazing category. It was an amazing category, and I would have loved to see how it would have played out with no chops because there were some really good people, and some of the people that did get through, they could have been chopped. So
So
And
you
what did
saying that?
Token
but
So you
do,
said
Harold?
so the cis girls.
Token was a Mac artist.
So I got a
Mac
question.
makeup.
Was it anybody, Harold, that when you're looking at the people that did get chopped and you're looking at the people that didn't get chopped, that you was like, I would have thought they got chopped before this motherfucker got chopped.
Carter Life Entertainment. That's all right.
Devon.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go watch it. Cause it's just like some
Yeah.
people. I'm just like I would have to see what was going on because it's just some people. I walk around. I can walk around the hood with them and nobody just even be clocking shit.
One
And
thing,
Dion,
y'all.
and,
One thing.
Dion,
Okay,
One
here's
thing.
my thing. Hold on, Kelly. Let me just say this part. This is the part that really kind of like irritated me a little bit when it became this idea that very to say
right,
that
Chanel.
like okay, some of the people should have been chopped when the panel was saying, "Oh no, he looks gay." Listen, I do this all the time. Sometimes when I'm in spaces and to avoid getting irritated, I will look at cisgender women. Could you win a fifth wing realness category? I will look at guys, straight guys, and just my own self entertainment. And like I just think a lot of times in ballroom there is this like ridiculous expectation on what realness is because a lot of these people in the street, baby, a lot of these heterosexual people wouldn't get through at a ball.
They
So
wouldn't get through
like
But
at
y'all.
I'm like,
all.
But y'all have to also understand ballroom realness and everyday realness. Mistake is not the same fucking thing.
no, so okay, so Kelly, let me say this. I think it's harder to walk a ball than it is to walk the streets every day
It
because they're
is.
looking for your flaw. They're looking for your flaws at a ball. They're looking for reasons to say, oh, this person's not real. This and that, whatever the case. They're looking for that. When you're in the streets, people don't necessarily be looking for that. So you're not just getting clocked like that.
Baby, baby, boy, a lot. Baby, I don't been outside with a lot of boys and girls in ballroom. That is all ballroom motherfucking favorites, bitch. Okay, and they get clocked in the fucking streets.
So let's talk about everyday realness. So okay, the reality is where everyday realness rose from. Realness was already in the scene. Where it really came to rise from. You have executives, you have pretty boys, you have thugs, you have schoolboys. Okay, everybody does not fit in those boxes. So everyday realness basically are those individuals without that title. Could everything so realistically everything could be the rest of the realnesses are more specialized. Everyday realness is just that. So these are people that you see, in society on the day to day. You could see somebody work for UPS. You could see somebody that is somebody baby daddy or whatever the case is in that. He ain't necessarily pretty. He ain't thuggish. He ain't an executive, and he's too old to be a schoolboy. This is
I think.
why people.
I fucking. I think the
Let me,
category.
let me,
I think the category is bullshit.
I disagree. I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. There are people that read. There are people that read about the category that realistically, had they not come up in the era of ballroom that they did, that they're definitely not. They're not thugs. They're not.
So let so let so so let
It's some people that are legendary for thugs that really more represent everyday realness, whether
so
they
Banji.
let me
realize it or
It was
not.
so
Banji
let me
realness.
ask you so let me ask you a let me ask a question. So because a category like that is for a dollar amount, you can leave from your perspective category, and I
You're not
want to
You
come over
supposed.
and
shouldn't.
work every day.
You
You shouldn't.
you're not
So
supposed to.
just like Africa said last night when Prince walked, the people was like, he's too pretty. He should walk a pretty boy category. They got him out of there.
Well,
That's not your category.
But
when they
that's
first started
that's
bringing it back,
but see
but Harold,
that's the problem, right? Because a lot of those people that walk that category that night have a specific category, but because it was for $4,000, they were
they
allowed
should
to
have been
switch
chopped.
over.
They should have been
Who
chopped.
else walked? Prince walked, got chopped. What other person walked the category? Y'all saying this in the comment. Who else walked the category that's not normally every day? Because y'all done said executives. Y'all done came with a bunch of names. So don't say no. Ain't no most of them. Stop.
Ain't no most of
See,
them reach around. Give us a name. Give us
Give us
names.
exactly.
who
Give me
was
No,
it?
names.
no, hold on. No. This is bullshit because most of the people that walk that category, they weren't like just first time walkers. Those were people that have been walking every day for a minute. There weren't people that just popped out in that category. Prince did, but who else?
No,
No,
but
no,
nobody's
No, we're
Aladdin,
not
bullying the
nah.
bullying
comments.
you.
Don't
We're
talk about
We're
they
just trying to
asking.
bullying the
get answers.
comments. Matter of fact, Aladdin, come up here because you said that
I,
you also said that there was other people. So who are these other people? I want to. And then y'all talking about it was a popularity contest. Y'all, that's always the excuse. Mally is brand new. How's it a popularity
So
contest when he won? There were people that had been
what is
winning.
this
Y'all say the
Zodiac?
same people win all the time.
I
I
didn't
don't
I
care if
didn't
I get bullied.
Harold.
Go
I
ahead,
didn't say
Aladdin.
that. I didn't say
Zodiac,
that.
you got something
I
for us?
just came over to say that's not what I said. I only had one question, and my question was based upon the synopsis you gave, and I'm on your side with the synopsis you gave, right? In reference to the category. My question to you guys is then, if that's the case, why have the category? It has nothing to do with who's real, who's not. I'm asking why y'all having the category if y'all look at it that way, or if it's being looked at in the way that Harold presented it in his synopsis. Now, if y'all didn't hear what he was saying, that's on y'all. But I was listening very clearly,
Can
and
I
he
get a
gave a very,
Can I
very
get a
great
luxury
synopsis
card?
on what everyday realness was to him. And so my question after that was, why have that category if y'all feel that way?
The
Wait,
field is wait. So are you
I need
saying
a
when I
luxury
said?
car.
Hmm?
I
because
mean, go
what
ahead,
Harold said
Aladdin.
made
Repeat what I said.
right. Because I often said what he said had made sense to me.
He said they do not fit in those four categories, Aladdin. He said they do not fit in those four categories. So that's what the everyday realness was transcended from.
Okay.
They
Okay.
Right,
don't fit in. They don't fit
Right.
in
because
Okay.
executives. They're too
Okay.
old for
I was
school
about to
boy. They're
say,
not
I,
pretty, and they're not executives. That's why they have the
because I,
everyday. That's what he was
Wait.
saying.
Please get the comments. I'm sorry, Aladdin. Please get
Library,
the comments.
library, library, library.
Kelly said, "Give me a luxury car."
wow.
Librarian Fish said,
Oh
"You
my
drive a
god!
Tesla, bitch. You
Oh
have a
my
They
god!
said
luxury."
she drive a Tesla. She don't think she
Library,
have one already.
library fish.
Reach around,
Library fish.
reach.
Can I get a
Go ahead,
luxury
Kelly.
card, library fish? Thank you.
Reach
Stop
around.
playing.
GNC is how people identify. Has not. So GNC is not
But
even a
but
realness.
but 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 Uncle
Like the G.
Harold, no shade. The way that it's been broken down, and like I've heard people break it down, like no shade, reach around, kind of like tried it a little bit with that synopsis, but it do kind of give like a a seat filler category, or like you know what I'm saying,
I
or
don't
like
But,
think
but
so.
well, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Why
hmm
it seems like that because whether we realize it or not, the things that we continuously hear,
hmm hmm
especially from people that we respect, because Tick Tick, Tony Revlon,
right,
um, Andre Ebony, Rico West, those are notable people.
right.
And they say they don't see the category. So that in turn becomes impressionable on people and they
That's
start feeling
true.
like, well, yeah, maybe this is. But if you notice at the balls, if you notice when they have everyday realness, that line is as long as any realness line. The
You
people
right? It
come,
is.
and on top of it, when they ask for people to bring it, there's a level of creativity that we consistently see in that category. So for
That is
somebody to
true
say the
too.
same people win it or this and that is not true. Because
But
we can sit here. I'm
It's
sure
so,
Rodney can name. Go ahead,
so
Kelly.
we just need so baby. We have a lot of people in ballroom that does not fit in any category or any genre. So what are we gonna? So we just gonna make categories for everybody, mistake bitch, so everybody can be appeased and be a part of ballroom.
No,
But that's
we didn't. But no. But what happened was someone at some point decided to
hmm
say, I'm going to do an everyday realness category, and a
and
lot
it
of
took
people
off.
came out and walked that.
and it took
And
off.
then that
Okay.
continued. And then we have a lot of categories that sit on the flyer consistently all the time, and people don't walk them.
But we keep
That's
bringing
true
them back
too.
every single ball.
Derek, are you
See,
still in here?
no, I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. when I first got in the ballroom, like I told everybody, I walked Butch Queen European runway. When
True.
Bam told me the only reason I started walking realness is because a thug told me that I was not real. And this thug that told me that I was not real, I'm looking at him and
Putting
I'm
that
like, but
on it.
I know a lot of thugs. To me, now this is me being a kitten. Me, I felt like I knew a lot of thugs that sell their ass on Backpage,
Mm.
right? And I felt like to me, I was going into every hood, going into everybody's city, going to everybody's projects, taking grown men turning their sons over to me to tell me I can't do nothing with them. You know, Petty Officer Johnson, Chief Johnson, I need you to make a man out of my son. I don't know no man that's gonna give his son to a punk and say make a man out of my son. So when
Well,
so so
that's not
so when
true. But
Right, Harold.
So when Bam was like, "You gonna do what?" I said, "I think I want to walk realness," because the thug told me that I couldn't walk realness. So I walked thug realness just to sit that thug, but I was never thug realness. I didn't know, but I liked it though. I liked walking realness, but I didn't know. I was like, I was too old to be a schoolboy. I didn't feel like I fit in no pretty boy category. I'm handsome and cute, but I'm not
at
pretty.
no point,
I'm not.
at no
I'm
point in
not.
your life,
So Derek,
never.
Derek,
Huh,
Derek, can we simplify the motherfucking what you call it?
Use the words
Realness
you
with a
had tough
twist
time getting out.
category. Realness with a kid, realness with a twist category for the Chanel ball, bitch. That those they need to walk motherfucking realness and get their chance for realness, because a lot of them ain't
they
coming out.
should. But hold on, no,
But
no. I was
but
just
okay, can we? You know
hold
what?
on,
But the people
wait,
had a question
wait.
for you, J Rock. They
Hold
wanted to know
on,
what did
wait.
that have to do with
Before I
realness.
do that, I was just gonna say this.
Mm.
Executive did not seem like a challenge to me, right? Because I felt like if I put this suit on and I put these glasses on and I'm a win. It didn't feel like a challenge, but I had never heard everyday realness or nothing like that. So when they started having everyday realness, my first time walking everyday realness was in Atlanta, right? Got through. One, went to everyday realness in Carolina, right? But then when people really started walking it and they started saying, if you already known for a category, you can't be walking in the everyday. So I just stopped going in the everyday realness line and I just
Why
stuck
is that?
with
Why do
executive
we do that
realness.
in ballroom? That's another question, side question. Why do we do that? We say that people can't walk a category if they're well known in a category. I.e., example, if someone
I just think it was because it's
became
like
known
for
in
them to be
runway.
able to have their own lane or something like
Be,
that.
be, no,
Pretty much is that.
No,
but that
yeah,
should be a
I don't.
people. Go ahead. Hello.
So the question I was asking more so to Harold and Rodney, maybe Kelly, but most so Harold and Rodney. And that why do we do that in ballroom? Why don't we allow people to express
I
themselves
think it
in
was
every
because it was
category
still
but the
Be,
realness?
realness.
be,
It was still
because
That's
well,
the
okay,
same type
a
of
part of
genre.
that.
right.
But well, okay, so a part of that, Aladdin, is that people in our scene chase instant gratitude, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
Sometimes
true.
there are people who start out walking a category, and because they don't win, they get frustrated and want to move on to something else. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it's really not about isn't it really not about that you can't do it? It's that they stay there, stick with it, grow in the category. You just because you don't win, that doesn't mean that you are not that category. No,
Mm-hmm.
to me, one of the
That's
dumbest things I hear people say is that people shouldn't practice realness, and this is where a lot of people get fucked up because they
Mm-hmm.
you don't know how to battle on the floor. You start
Right.
it's a 13-person panel. You run to the panel, you run to the judge, you screaming at the judge. The
You way on
commentator
the
and your
left side.
competitor is all the way on the other side. By
Other
the time you
side.
realize it, walk down there.
and Harold is absolutely true. They say bitch because I had to tell
No,
my
he right.
motherfucking Butch Queen.
Yeah.
I had to tell my Butch Queens and my New York City chapter when I went to a fucking meeting. Y'all need to practice from the motherfucking transmit. They walk harder than y'all.
Right. And sometimes people don't know what to do when they're up there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're
Okay.
standing in front of me, Rodney, Kelly, J Rock, Aladdin, anybody up there on the panel, and you're looking lost, it's one other person.
It's one, yeah.
Because
No
it's like,
shade.
Because
You
we
right.
don't even know you. No, but Trey
Let
just
me.
said something that is very important that I feel like another reason that everyday realness is needed.
Mm-hmm.
We attack these schoolboys so bad when they start looking motherfucking old, or they mature faster than the other schoolboys and all this kind of stuff. Well, if you mature from schoolboy, who the fuck to say that you an executive? Everybody that went to school ain't no motherfucking CEO and no executive. But are you a thug? You was not no thug. Had I started ballroom when I was younger, in my 20s and like 18 and 19, I probably would have walked schoolboy. Because they used to think I
But
was
I,
still in high school.
it,
But
but
when
it's.
I turned like
I think it's a bias. It's a bias when it comes to that category for me, right? Because every other category, that category and realness with a twist is a bias. Because every other
That's true
category,
too.
when you elevate up, baby, you have to elevate up. Like sex siren, you start at a junior. Once you get bigger, you go up to the next one. You go up to the next one, baby. But in these, like, why?
wait, hold up.
but
Hold on.
see,
Real
okay,
man, how
can we
you
talk
know
about
that?
that? Hold on one second, Gerard. Hold on. I just want to jump on what Kelly said really quick. That, in a sense, is a problem, right? Because, okay, one, there's two schools of thought. Is
No
junior sex
Liberian
siren
fish, they
about
don't. That's the problem. I'm
is
sorry,
junior
Harold. I'm
sex
sorry.
siren about when you come in the scene or your body type? Because, okay, let's take Lariah. What if somebody comes in and they're walking junior sex siren, but they're small, okay, but they've been doing it 5, 6 years, okay? You 5'6", nice muscular cut body, but now you're supposed to walk senior sex siren versus Lariah. How? It's like you're not. It's not even the same comparison. So I don't understand how time becomes that thing that you should move on. It really should be a body type thing. If you start out and you a big bulky guy and it's your first time walking, then you just see your sex siren because you big. You can't be in no junior lane. That's crazy
So wait,
to
hold up.
me.
So Marquise, what was okay? Damn, I can't remember. How was Marquise bringing it for the Southern Awards Ball when they was walking Legendary Realness? What was it calling for Legendary Realness?
It was just open. It was open to all.
We
But I thought
It, it's
what was his thing? Because he kept saying I'm a school teacher, and he kept saying I'm a school teacher or something like that.
The
we
category was
he
about
really is a school teacher.
being
He
verbally.
really is.
You could bring it how you want to bring it.
Oh, it was
The chance
okay. I see
was
what you're saying.
yeah, it's
I
like
see
a
what you're saying.
verbal
Yeah.
type of category. So yeah, you can
Okay.
just say
Right.
what
it's
you want to say. Whatever wins over the judges. Whatever wins
Yeah.
it's
over the
And
okay.
judges.
We
and
we
and what
really
Rodney just said. Let me go back to somebody asked a question about like judges, like why Pete like about it'd be 13 judges on the panel, 12 give you 10, one
I
chop.
was going to
How's
address
that
that
fair?
too.
Prince,
Yeah, go
Prince,
ahead with that,
Prince.
Harold, because I was
Yeah,
going to address
His
that.
question was,
at the end of the day, it is your job to get tens from everybody. The problem, okay, if y'all sit and y'all go watch balls right now, 90% of people walk, don't sell it in no kind of way. It's your job as a walker to convince the panel you are whatever. Somebody came and they walked. Kelly chopped them with the quickness. He walked sneaker versus sneaker. They said bring the hottest sneaker from 2009. Kelly just chopped him. Kelly said I've seen that before. Okay,
well, of course you've seen it
Ho-
before. It's from
baby, you
2009.
know, baby.
right.
First of
Hold
all,
on, hold on,
you're
hold on,
not,
hold on,
Oh,
you're
Gerard.
my
not.
Hold
bad.
on,
Oh,
hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He was like, of course she's seen it before. I said yes, but Kelly wasn't walking the category. You were. It was your job to ensure that there was an understanding. You had to display in some way that it was the hottest sneaker from 2009 because there's a common sneaker. It was a Nike. So if it was the hottest sneaker from that year, where's your supporting evidence? People do not sell
Right.
what they're bringing
So
to
first of
the
all,
panel.
one thing that the girls need to realize when it comes to me, I'm a fucking sneakerhead. You're not coming out there with no motherfucking pair of motherfucking donks, bitch, say bitch, and telling me it's the hottest motherfucking sneaker, bitch.
In
Bitch,
2000,
please,
but in 2009, Dunks was like
baby,
Kelly.
girl, baby,
The
it was girl,
sneakerheads, you know
it was
that.
late. It was late.
But
Oh, you
but
didn't. What?
And
What say that then?
go ahead.
Aladdin, here's my thing. If you already know that dunks are not normally a ballroom winning sneaker, and that is
Right.
the
There
angle
you
that you're
go.
going, Come with the posters, come with the pictures or
Yeah.
something to show that yo,
No,
this
you're right.
this is
You're
why
100%
this is
right.
the
I
hottest
agree with
thing.
that. I agree with
You
And
can
that.
always go back.
But I think that the
Prince,
question, I think that the question is still getting lost in the in translation a little bit because I kind of see what Prince like standpoint on, it, and I think
I
a
got
lot of
something for
people.
that, Aladdin. I got something for that.
Okay, go ahead, pops.
He says when it's 13 judges and one person chops. When I don't walk, I mean when I'm not judging and I'm on the side of the panel, I watch the
Mm-hmm.
panels. I judge the
Mm-hmm.
judges.
You do
Most of the time, this is most of the time. Most of the time, there are more than one chop.
one
There are
chop.
at least
That is
two or
correct.
three chops, but the commentator is just so used to saying one chop. But
That's true.
normally, it's definitely more than one chop. It's always, I'm gonna say 95%
Nine
of the
out
time,
of
it's
ten, it
more
is.
than one chop. But the commentator just says one chop, and I've said this a few times. Hey guys, y'all need to say three chops. And hey, you might make them feel bad, but at least they know it wasn't. They
They
didn't get
and they
served by one judge, by one person judging them. It's been two or three chops, and you saw some heads down. You saw people actually chopping, but the commentators will say one chop.
and
They
that
definitely say
starts
one
a
chop.
confusion, and now they want to go
Okay.
approach the panel because they feel like 12 motherfuckers gave me 10. What's your issue? No, it
Correct, which they
wasn't.
did not,
It
which
was
they
And
didn't.
actually
yeah, and that's
actually
and that's another thing, that I did not like on motherfucking Saturday, mistake bitch. That all of them was a lot of them that did get chopped mistake was approaching the cisgenders.
That's what they
and
were
that was
So,
the wrong
baby
people to
Kelly,
approach.
when you're on the judges panel, whether you cisgender, whether you granny, whether you 95, baby, if the girls feel whatever, they're going to approach the panel. This is new
You know
ballroom.
that.
They're going to approach
It was it
anybody.
was
because
No
it, it
respectable
real
person.
ed,
You
it
know
will
what?
always be saved just one. I
You know,
watch the panel.
I hate when ballroom says very it's another ball next week. Pay it.
I
No,
can't stand
fool.
that
I
statement either.
I put my $1,000 into getting ready.
It's a disc ball.
I spent another $1,000 in travel, hotel costs to get here. So no, don't. At the very least, I feel like you should be able to explain why you did something.
But
Yeah.
you know what
What
though?
you sitting up there
but no,
for?
no, 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 wait, but hold on, right? I absolutely agree with you, Harold, that they are owed an explanation, but not at the time when the ball is
What?
still going
But what
on.
makes you? But what makes it? Oh, I gotta wait to a certain. In the moment, like Harold said, I spent my $1,000 for my effect out here on this flow. I gave it my all. At least I thought I did, and then I get chopped. I want to know now. I don't have to wait.
So for me, you got to motherfucking wait, bitch, or I'm gonna get a viral motherfucking moment out of it, bitch. You got a motherfucking better chance of asking me when I get off the panel.
Well, see, no, but see, Kelly,
Sometimes,
But see,
sometimes you
that's
don't
kind of
remember,
unfair
Kelly.
though.
Sometimes you don't remember, Kelly. If you're on the panel and you done judge 17 categories, I've had it happen to me a couple of times. A person came
Hmm.
up to me and was like, Rodney, you chopped me. Could you explain to me
And you be like,
why?
wait,
And
what
I
you
had to say
want?
to them, I'm sorry. What category did you walk?
right?
And then that
Or
refreshes your
or or
memory.
or how many times have you seen someone get chopped and then like somebody question it and they're like the judge's reasoning was completely wrong.
And I think
So
that's what
if you didn't question that in the
see
moment,
mm, see that's the thing with me.
But see,
That's
that's
the
not
thing.
what.
no,
That's not. I'm sorry, J. Rock. I just want to say this real quick. That's not what's being said. No, everybody shouldn't go ask everybody. But you can't say
no,
that the
Right.
people. You can't say that the people is wrong for asking either.
no,
They
right.
may be
Listen,
what's wrong.
listen.
What's
Every chop and
Harold.
on top of it,
Thank you, Mr.
ho-
Incredible. That's
What
correct
is
as
wrong?
hold
well.
What is wrong,
No
Harold?
shade, Mr. Incredible.
From the era that myself, Rodney, and Harold is from. This thing, bitch. Okay. What's the problem is, mistake, bitch, okay? Baby, when we were out, you never approached the motherfucking panel.
You
You
didn't
went and
approach it.
told
You
your
didn't do
leader,
that during my era either. No, you
you did
didn't.
it,
You're
you
right.
did it, you
You
went
didn't do
and
that.
talked
You
to your
didn't do that
leader,
during the early
and your
2000s.
leader came up to the judge and found out what was going on and then went back and conveyed it to you.
That's true. You're right. I didn't like it
But
then, and I don't like it now.
you know what? In my era, I don't really think it was an approach of the panel. I think it was the look that I gave them. Because like I remember when I had got chopped. But I think with mine, the people that was on the panel, because somebody said well, don't do that if it happened to you. No. I'm a commentator. If I get chopped, I know exactly who chopped me because I'm looking at everybody. I will not even
Everybody
as
on
a
the show, yeah.
commentator. As a commentator, I will not. Rodney can tell you this. As a commentator, I will sit there and look at every fucking judge. Give me your fucking score, or we not moving this ball. Cause I don't want you to ever say that I fucked up. So when I'm walking, I just have this thing that I can see every 10 and every chop. And I will never forget Capital Awards when they said 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 across, 10, 10 across, up one chop. You know what I
Who
did?
shot you?
Whoop. I
Who
looked
shot you?
dead at Rodney. I looked dead at him
Ooh.
like, because now I'm kind of confused because I wouldn't come up here in front of you and do that. And he said, let me tell you why. And then when he told me why, then I was like, ah, ah. So, but I was, but I didn't approach Rodney. He said why. Oh no, I snatched the microphone. I did. I took the
Yeah, you did
microphone.
carry a little bit, Boo. I'm sitting
All I
here
said
listening to you
was,
fabricate this
I
story.
saw Harold face the
But
whole time. He
once
wanted to
I
bitch
told
made
him
it.
he was a little hype. He was a little hype at first, and then
but
once
I
I
still
told him,
walked
he
away.
gave okay.
I just walked away. So, and I think it was because, but I didn't really carry it. What happened was at the New York Awards, they asked the executive and a film queen to bring
Mm-hmm.
it as if you're going to dinner with your boss to talk business. When I got to the panel, it was 10, 10, 10, 10 for me and Courtney, Ebony, my little white girl, Ebony, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, one chop, man. I said, what happened? They said, you don't have your business plan with you. I said, who the fuck go to dinner with a business plan? If you going to... and then Jack said, he said he can tell... J-Rock, this is ballroom. You know you should have had... First of all, and that's when I said, none of you bitches ever been to a business dinner. So how can I expect that? So then I walked
But
off.
but J Rock that is if you go into a business if you go into a business dinner
That's not,
with
not
a
no, it's
proposal,
not Kelly. Clearly, you don't go either.
I will bring I'm bringing my proposal. I'm coming to talk business.
No, you're not. No, you're
Kelly,
No,
not.
you're not,
if you
Kelly.
are
No,
going
you're
So
to
not.
dinner,
first of all,
if you and your
you're
wife
going
is
to
going
a
on a double
hold on, J
date,
Rock. Hold on. You're going to a 5-star restaurant. You're going to meet a business associate to talk. Just those meetings
with
are,
their
hey,
wife
we're
and your
relaxing,
wife.
we're feeling each other out. Ain't nobody showing no proposals
Ain't
there.
nobody doing that, Kelly.
Prince,
And you know that.
Y'all need to stop.
Prince,
And
hold
and,
on,
and,
hold on,
and, and, and this is the
And that's the,
problem.
hold
y'all be
on,
putting
hold
these
on,
Sometimes
expectations on
y'all
ballroom
be
that you
so
don't
hell
have in
hold
real
on,
bent
life.
on
hold on, Harold,
y'all be so hell bent
hold on one
on.
minute, Harold,
Hold on, Kelly.
Harold, hold on,
Kelly, hold on.
Harold,
Kelly, it's
I gotta shoot
Tuesday.
back real quick.
It's Tuesday, not
Prince,
Monday. It's Tuesday,
Prince,
not Monday. Hold on one
Prince, we
second.
not Prince, we're not taking any opinions from you. You just got chopped at your last couple of balls, boo.
Oh wow! Don't attack the people, Kelly.
She got mad because he said she was lying.
Kelly, like you just told JB's earlier, Kelly. JB's, you've been on this, Kelly, you've been on this app for a long time. You know to pay the comments no attention, Kelly. Icon. You just told her that.
She don't know how
And
to
here
do
you
that.
go.
Life, Rodney,
That's why I said she got
life
expectations on
is a
people that she don't follow,
life is
Rodney. I keep telling you
life is a
that.
revolving door, Rodney. Yes, it is.
Well,
Mhm.
Prince, I'm gonna say this to Prince. Prince, if you were migrate, if you were slipping into a new category, you should probably came a little bit harder, buddy. You know, especially considering that you have walked the Carolina Awards ball before for a grand prize category and was a part of a little controversy. So you should have gave Very Baby. I'm going to make sure it's no ifs, ands, or buts.
You know
Okay.
what? But you know what, Derek? Derek said he's been on plenty of business dinners, and it could be both ways. I look at it this way. I can see what you're saying if it was like say for instance, Harold was my supervisor who told me to meet him somewhere for dinner. I can see bringing something there. It's just me and Harold. But if Harold is bringing his wife and I got my wife and we're gonna discuss business over
You ain't bringing no
dinner,
proposal.
if we're discussing, you know what that boss is trying to do because I was a boss at one point
Trying to feel
and I'm
you
still a
out,
boss.
understand, get
But
to know you a little
I'm trying
person.
to see, do I don't need no paperwork.
Do I even
I
want to
want
do
to know
business
the
with
fuck
this
you
person?
got. I want to
Yeah.
know what's in here. I want to know what you gonna
Hmm.
tell me. You might
Right,
be
because
the
that's like
person that I'm trying to.
the initial part of it anyway, where you're setting up, you're talking about it, you're discussing it, and then y'all set up a regular
A
formal
Thank
formal,
you.
right? A
presentation.
formal,
Yes,
correct.
I definitely understand. Yeah, I get it.
Look at Pick Me, just talking about sorry.
So do y'all
It was
think that?
definitely
So do
one
y'all
shot,
think
boo.
that we?
And
Do
I
y'all
walked
think
off.
we
I
as
ain't trying to
people?
rush no panel.
Do y'all think that we as people
Ain't
in
nothing more.
ballroom have like a high expectation, like unrealistic expectation on certain categories, like i.e. the
No,
category that we're talking
no,
about right
a-
now?
and
Okay.
I hate to use this, but sometimes people use a small minded view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
can't. For me as a judge, for me as a judge, I try not to stifle someone's
Correct.
creativity because how
Correct.
I envisioned it may not be how you
May not be how
envision it.
you envision it. Right.
So my job is not to focus on how I would do it or how I would tell someone to do it. It should be very is what this person presented, does this fit what the host is asking for? And if that
Okay.
Mhm.
happens, great.
But
And then
okay,
it's still,
And Harold, no shade. I do know you are that type of person. I know Roger is that type of person. And even Kelly, people say a lot about Kelly, but when Kelly on the panel, she keeps it very, you know what I'm saying. To be fair, right?
Harold,
But
Harold,
overall,
fix your face.
but overall, I mean, overall, I've seen it and I've kind of felt it that people have like an obscene, like a real, like crazy expectation on certain things that just don't make sense when it comes to ballroom. You know what I mean? Like in the
well, you know
category
what?
runway, people expect you
You,
to do a certain way. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not necessarily runway. You know what I'm saying? Or you got to be on. You get what I'm trying to say, Harold? Like
Right. No,
it's
I
kind of
agree.
there.
Right.
well,
And
Aladdin, you
also
do
it's
have
like
people that be
it's
just
it's like it's like it's like this. Like also sometimes like for perform this is a $5,000 performance. I want to see a $5,000 effect. Who was about to kick and scream and all kind of shit and some shit
Hmm.
on the floor? Like what? No.
Right.
And my thing is, and you know what? And what be tripping me out is people be talking about 5,000. That don't even look like it costs five. That don't even look like a
Pick
5,000. What the fuck is a $5,000 effect, bitch? You don't know what the
y'all
fuck a $5,000 effect is. You don't know how much somebody
I,
paid for
fa-
their fabric. You don't know how much somebody
I
paid
found
for their.
Kelly's foo foo. This has got to be Kelly's foo foo. Pick Misha, got to be Kelly foo foo. Kelly
Kelly
chopping
Chop.
somebody should be an honor to them because she keeps it real. Kelly, we know that's you. Come from behind the curtain, girl.
Harold, Harold,
Ah, oh my god.
No,
Harold,
but Aladdin,
uh,
you said something. That to be fun. What's funny is that night
can I get a
I went to
luxury
Hmm.
car,
I,
please?
I went to the side and I was
Hmm.
standing there and I guess I had that look on my face, because I was in my
Hmm.
kidding years. And Michi came over to me. I'll never forget it. Michi came over to me and he said, J Rock, when you walk up to a panel, you got to make it to where just imagine that everybody on that panel is stupid as fuck. If you think like that,
Thank
Hmm.
you.
you
Thank you,
shouldn't get chopped.
Poochie.
Make it simple enough for where a fool could understand that. Then I was like,
Well, okay, so
hmm.
y'all, so don't repeat what J Rock said, but here's a nice way.
No, but it helped me out. That's why I started coloring my.
Harold
Hey,
said,
look,
"Don't repeat what J Rock
No,
said.
I
catch this,
get it.
Here's
Harold.
a
No,
nice way."
but I
No,
do
but
no.
wait.
I tell people
No, but Harold,
I tell
listen,
people
wait.
same thing.
But hold
What?
on, Harold. When he said that, you know what I did in Carolina? That same year, everybody was in the room, and I kept saying, "I need a black marker. I need a black marker." They was like, "Why you need a black marker?" I kept looking for a black marker. They said, "Don't you got all black?" I said, "I need a black marker." I had a black polo shirt, black pants, because they said all black. I need a black marker so I can go color in my white horse on my polo shirt. Everybody was reading the fuck out of me. I said, "Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be getting chopped for no white motherfucker." It just seemed like everybody was doing like little pick stuff. When you get picked apart, it makes you kind of be on it.
Yeah,
Bitch,
yeah,
you will
you're right
Yeah,
never
about that,
yeah,
J
say,
Rock.
yeah.
No, that is
You're
true.
right.
if you
You're
say
right.
all black on me, bitch, I'm giving you all black. Bitch, I might color the black in the white part around my eyes. Bitch, you're not gonna get it.
If I could,
All
Because
right,
you
this
know what
guy
no,
I'm
had
but
on a
I do tell people. I do tell people. I think sometimes people shoot for like being elaborate, this and that, and going over the
saying?
top. And I
Hmm.
said you got to remember people sometimes sitting on the panel have different education levels. People
Yeah.
sometimes are high, drunk, not even really focused. So you want to make
thank
sure that your
you.
message resonates quickly. So
Also, Rodney,
there's not a whole lot of thinking.
You just been doing security at all the Kiki balls from state to state, from coast to coast.
Oh
You did
yeah,
it in New York.
he was
Go
security.
ahead,
What'd you say he
Rodney.
was?
Rodney supports the
Security
Kiki
of
shit.
one.
Huh?
Yeah, they hit me up
Yeah.
like
But
a month ago. It was like, "Do you want to, work?" I was like, "Sure."
There's a key. So,
yes,
what's the next key ball you working, Rodney?
Bitch,
I knew that
I
question was
haven't
coming.
been
no.
called yet.
What was funny was I almost got hooked up too. Cause when we was in Houston, Rodney was like, "Hey, you going to the Kiki Bar?" I was like, "Hell no, I'm going to fuck the bed." He was like, "Well, James may need another security." I was like, "Well, I can get a black shirt."
Let me
You
tell
know what I'm saying?
y'all. Let me tell y'all.
That ain't
And
nothing.
that Kiki ball in New York, Rodney walked over to me and said, "Son, I like this. They be having fun over here. I need to secure it a little bit more often." As I told you, it be lit in the Kiki ball. They be in their own world, man, and they
Yeah,
be
I
doing
was
their own
supposed to do
thing.
security. I was supposed to do security in Houston, but because we had a house meet at the same time, I wasn't able to get there to do it. But
Mm.
yeah, I was gonna do it at James and Anthony's ball as well.
And Houston is so big, you would have had to probably leave 2 hours before it started in order to get to the
Okay,
bar.
it's gonna tell you on the damn map 15 minutes, and it takes fucking 2 hours.
Oh,
Oh my
no
god.
shade, no shade, Harold and Kelly, Aladdin and J Rock. Thank you. Those production, the As a House productions that they did at their ball in
Oh, they were
LA.
good. They were good.
Oh
They
my
were
God,
really good.
it was oof, Harold. It
This is the
was it
Kiki
was
ball?
Yes,
yes,
they
Oh
yes.
ate them
wow.
They
productions
did
up,
them.
Harold.
They did.
Real bad.
It was Runway as a House. It was Performance as a House, and it was Face as a House. They
And one
were
house didn't get to do their
excellent.
production when it was supposed to, and they did it doing best dress. And because the production was so fab, and when it went through, it went for both categories, and they cleared it for the fashion category on their production.
Oh
So
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was.
wow.
and
It was.
and
I was
and
really impressed. Really impressed.
Kiki.
and that's the fucking problem, baby. Okay, they can bring it on the motherfucking level that we want to see in the mainstream, but these girls, bitch, give us lackluster.
well, who do you
Well,
blame for that, Kelly?
Thank you,
there are
L.
multiple things. Okay, there are multiple things that I feel that have led to that, Aladdin, because
Hmm.
we've seen people like
L, if you
have
got two, you got
production.
three.
I just I just got I just
I,
need 2K,
ho-
two more
okay,
skills.
listen, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go to a minute. I'm gonna let Kelly and J Rock
I
beg
want
for
to
a
hear
minute.
what
Go.
Harold saying.
I'm gonna let Marvin and Sister Sat beg for a minute.
I,
Go ahead, lock the
I,
doors. Lock the
L,
doors.
L, 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 L. Don't count my pocketbook, L, honey. I need one from you, and I need one from Liberian Fish.
So
Right.
on the
Well,
Go
I'm a
ahead,
count of
hoe
kid.
three, by
three,
the way. So if y'all want to
let's
send
make
me
the
something, you
room.
can't
Let's
Come
send me
make
on,
the
nothing.
y'all.
room
Let
lucky.
Harold. Let
Hold
the
on,
man
But I want to
y'all.
hear
talk.
what Harold was saying.
Hold on. On the count of three, we're gonna make the
Hold on.
room
Wait,
lucky.
wait, wait,
No,
wait, wait. Let me get to it. Please let me get to it first.
hold on.
I'm
Lock the
sorry.
doors. Lock the
Oh,
doors. No, lock the
okay.
doors. All right. On the count of three, we're gonna make this room lucky. 1, 2, 3. Send a bell.
The
Okay.
lights
All
is
right,
on.
y'all. Come on, gamble up, gamble up. If you
I don't,
gamble
I
on
don't,
this
well, I
box
don't even
right
know what
here,
I was
you
saying
gonna
at this
get
point, getting
lucky.
irritated.
Yeah,
Rodney,
me
what were you
either.
Right.
talking
Oh,
about?
so my question. Okay, so my question when Kelly made the statement she made about lackluster productions in the main scene, blah blah blah,
Oh,
right?
right.
Yeah. What?
So,
And my
so,
question was, is why are they lackluster now? What's the reason? You said there was multiple reasons.
so, yeah. So,
Aladdin
one, there
go
are
to.
multiple reasons because we don't allow for people to have time to do it. Anytime there's like a production with, we're giving very okay. No, no, come on. We don't have time for that.
Thank you.
Also, like people, we don't put parameters around like what productions. I always appreciate very when people say, how long production should be. No
Hmm.
shade. Africa, you said productions for Legendary Realness and Everyday Realness couldn't be longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. A couple people could have got chopped off those alone. It was like very
Yeah,
boo.
I love, and me and my sister got into it the other day. I love the Barbadian production. It was just too fucking long. If it was a regular ballroom panel, they probably would have chopped them.
No, but because it was 5 people, they was getting it out the way together. So had it been 2 minutes per person, that would have been 10 to 12 minutes. The production was 4 minutes and 33 seconds for 5 people. I think that
Okay,
fits into
well,
parameters of 2 minutes per person.
Okay,
okay,
I
Rodney,
get that.
Rodney,
But
you,
if they
Rodney,
said 2 minutes
Rodney,
and 30 seconds, shouldn't you
but
obey? Shouldn't you?
Aladdin, it,
What gives you? What get? Hold on, Kelly, because I'm answering my overall father question. So if it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, right, and
hey
everybody else
Per
had to
Tree.
follow
person.
that rule, what made Balmain exceptional just because they had 5 minutes? Or I mean, five
No,
people.
no,
Why?
no.
Why did they get
Because
the?
if each individual in
Uh
the
huh.
production was to have their two
Thank you.
minutes and 30 seconds,
Uh
then you
huh.
have been at 11, 12 minutes.
You're right, but the ball didn't say
I
very.
need 3
If
kills.
multiple people from a house walking, y'all have to do one production. That was a decision by the ball mains. So I'm just saying that.
Okay.
And
But
it's no shade.
I reached out to the promoter prior to them doing that to make sure that it was okay. Because if not,
And the
I told
promoter
everybody
said,
had to do their
okay.
own individual thing. So I
I
did
mean,
that first.
And
if I
let me
would have,
just say
and if
this.
I would have chopped, and if I would have chopped them, and Rodney came up there with that technicality, I would have took it, bitch, and I would have took my chop back.
Felicity was sitting right there. You weren't
And
talking
Africa
to
was supposed to
her.
announce. Africa was supposed to announce because she said, Uncle, I hear you. I said, Africa, we have 5 people, but everybody that's not going to take 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So if it's 5 people, if they can get it under 5 minutes, I think that's saving time.
Well, yeah, you right. In theory, but
I think y'all can.
I'm just
I
looking
think
at it.
y'all could shave that
I'm just
down
looking
to
at
under
the
two
fact
minutes
that
and
if
thirty
the
seconds
rule
and have
said
been more
2 minutes and
effective.
30 seconds, if the rule said 2 minutes and 30 seconds, then everybody production, whether it's 16 people or not, should have been 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's how. That's how. That's how. You know, we kind of explained how it go. Like the category said 2 minutes 30, so everybody got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You don't get to increase your time because you got more people in your production. I get what you're saying, Rodney. That you hear her up and she said it was okay, but then that was unfair on her part to allow that to happen, right?
So you said, hey, everybody, Balmains, y'all got 11 minutes, y'all got 12 minutes.
No, because everybody wouldn't have did a production. And if everybody would have,
Rodney.
and if everyone would have did, now it's no shade, brother. If everyone would have came out individually on their own, all of them might not have made it, boo. But yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. Uh, we're gonna leave that alone.
But I
Ball
was mad because I didn't get a chance to even
main.
see it. I was mad because I didn't even get a chance to see it because the person who live I was watching, they stopped, which I told you about
Yeah.
it last night. He stopped and went outside and smoked the blunt, and then when he came back in to because somebody told him that I was trying to find someone who was live, and when he did come back in and went live again, um, it was on the next people. My house was already gone.
Oh
I was
Did
yeah,
like,
you
well
did you
that's why
but you did see it at
y'all
this
gotta
point.
follow me. Y'all gotta
I
follow
have
me on
not
TT.
saw it yet.
I was live
I
on
still haven't
TT.
saw
Oh,
it.
I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
It's on
Tommy, leave
YouTube.
me alone. I'm gonna ask the questions. I don't care. Just
Uh,
I'm gonna ask the question.
No, I'm about fairness. Y'all know I'm about fairness. Like if she would said
Yeah.
no, no,
Free shield.
everybody have to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds per person. So I would say, okay, well that idea, that concept that y'all came up with,
Uh
scratch it, do something else.
huh. Uh huh.
right. Yeah.
Librarian,
Honestly, though,
librarian
let me
fish. Give
just
me a
say
call.
let me just say this with the Ballman production. I felt that I let me just say this. Let me be honest with you. They benefited coming out first because once them ladies had set into their groove, I don't think that they would have got through had they had got comfortable with chops and stuff at that point. Because like even in the crowd, some people were saying they didn't get how it came across. Like maybe they weren't getting it or understanding how it came across. Like everybody didn't look like what people are used to seeing on a plane. So like I think a shorter production. I think they could have been
Yo,
as
Prince.
effective with a shorter production. That's just my thought. A lot more effective. Um,
Yeah,
That baby is
well, no,
he said he
Prince.
did and still got chopped.
What did Prince
Prince.
do?
No,
What did Prince do?
I can't remember what Prince did, but
I
I
don't even
did.
remember. I don't remember. I don't even
I did
remember.
like Prince. There were a couple people that came out with no props, no production. No, they had props. They did have props, but they didn't have a lot. They got through. Um, I think that the
Mm.
when they asked the ladies, they was like, yeah, see, Prince. Okay, if you was gonna be a teacher, and see a teacher is
Uh,
suspect because I mean, I think of as many
yeah,
male teachers as female
male
teachers.
teachers.
Tell me how
So
much
correct,
so
yeah,
I can
that
let
one
her
a
correct,
little
know.
suspect.
correct.
I
I
don't
ain't
even
gonna
think of
hold
that
you.
as a female dominated profession.
Yeah,
And
that
Prince,
was a little
from what
tricky.
I heard, this is me because I wasn't there, but from all the lives and all the people, the comments and people that was at the ball, they said they chopped you because you look gay, not because of your production.
Mm.
No, they did
No, no,
say
that's
She
what
that.
they said.
Uh,
she didn't
yeah,
she didn't say gay. She said it wasn't believable.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Prince.
I mean, I could take both, but I'm really taking beans. I
no,
just need
no.
three more
Rodney's
kills.
repeating what Africa said. That's what Africa said last night. That the
Yeah,
woman
that's because
said
I didn't
when
see it,
she
Prince. I
asked.
didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh yeah.
reading
No,
you.
she
You
did
my
say
boy,
she
so
did use the
I
word
wasn't
gay.
reading.
Yeah, she did say that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what
No,
she
That's
said. When
exactly
she
what
said, yeah,
Africa said. Now I'm
yeah.
she
not
did
putting
So
not.
100% on the two.
yes,
I
she
was
did.
sitting
Yes, she did, Kelly. Yes, she did. I ain't talking
baby.
about the judge. We talking about when Africa
The
was
Oh no,
one
repeating
what
I'm
what
Africa
happened.
taking,
what yeah,
She
what
said that.
three.
Africa said,
The one
what Africa
I'm
said
taking
and what the
beans. I don't
lady
need no
said was two
CA.
different things. When Prince asked her
Kelly,
why,
Kelly,
she said it was
Kelly.
not
You
Prince is
believable.
not gonna give you none. He's not giving
Bitch,
you
beans.
none.
I had her.
Mm.
Okay, baby. Listen, that's what she said. Now Africa said gay on the show, but it wasn't.
That's what we saying. What is you? What is you? Are you
But
not
if you
listening
ain't
to
got no
Now
beans,
everything?
you
she
can give me
they,
one.
they did say that about Dion. They did say that about Dion, and I think maybe the pink suit. They may have like interpreted from the pink suit, but I don't think it's very. They were taking in, and this is my problem. I know why did he wear a pink suit? He didn't just wear a pink suit to put on a pink suit. It was Mary Kay. You know, Mary Kay. You know,
Right.
very
Pink
is
Cadillac,
associated with
pink suit,
pink.
pink
Right,
everything. Yeah,
right,
correct.
exactly, right.
Oh, I
So
ain't even think
that
about that.
right, that's why he wore the pink suit. Right. That's why, like
Mm.
Okay,
When Oatmeal came back out, they had the pink car coming out with him,
Kelly, they want
the
your CA
remote
for some
control
reason.
car.
Oh, hold
Hmm.
on. I got
If
you.
y'all ain't got no beans and y'all doing that, it's J Rock 459 right there. JROCK
Mm.
459.
J-Rock,
No,
y'all
cause
want to send out free money,
Mm.
bitch.
no, cause he had asked me, and I be forgetting that some people don't be knowing how to do the beans and stuff. So I'm not
Mm.
turning down nothing. Shit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
That's
got
mine.
oatmeal.
somebody named
Mine's the
Oatmeal.
name used to
Yeah.
Yes,
be
Oatmeal
with a dollar
Balenciaga,
sign.
be careful, boo. Be
that's
careful how
mine's
you
right
Get,
there.
move.
get Oatmeal got tens, Harold. He got tens.
Hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Kimmy, oatmeal. I think he's an Aga now. Isn't he a Balenciaga now?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Mm. Let me tell you something, baby. When I
Thank
tell you
you, the one.
those those girls they gag Miss St. Baby honey, okay? Congratulations to the legendary Trent,
He
but
was at one point. Kimmy, gay.
Balenciaga Miss St. Bitch, honey, baby, they motherfucking gag bitch Trent sat the motherfucking down, honey. The girls is over it.
Trent is on. Wait,
Um. Oat
Trent is on a
Oatmeal.
roll.
Wait, hold on. You said oatmeal Chanel roll off the tongue better. You said oatmeal rolls off your tongue better.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
The regular tables is 700
Reek, what's
and
up?
1500.
Who a
Midnight,
ball?
you better play that number.
Oh, oh, champ.
What
Baby.
ball is that,
You can
Kelly?
hate you can hate
Oh
on
my.
Trent all you want. Trent can be late. He $2,000 richer.
Oh, I'm doing something from one of my girlfriends.
Oh, okay, guys.
Can
Sorry.
I ask y'all?
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all something? Icons. How many times have
Mm.
a legendary executive won legendary realness against all the other legends being a executive?
Oh, that's a fair question.
Um.
You ain't got to answer. Not too often.
they bo-
Trent
they
has to
both
go.
No. I
lightweight.
mean.
Trent Trent
Trent
literally
been.
has to go into. Trent literally has to go into his Carolina thug mode. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he gonna win. But I was looking at him, and I've had that conversation with him. I was like, if we went up there in our suits, clean cut, all this kind of stuff, y'all, they gonna, well, not y'all. Ballroom gonna let aggression in before they let a executive. in, and that was another reason why we were separated from Thug Brothers.
Yeah,
You
well,
was even up there trying to beat up Rodney and stuff
it
and
don't
lost.
it don't matter. I mean, like even icons in the category don't see it like that. I mean, Rodney picked Fatty over me, so like, but no. but I did. But to answer
Keep it
your
going,
question,
Harold. Get the
I
rest of the
did.
story. Get the rest of the story.
To
And then you
answer your
pick Andre
question,
over
I
me
did
at
win
the
the
next
male
call.
Rodney
figures
said,
that
"Get the rest
night,
of
J
the
Rock.
story."
So that night at the that was the Southeast Awards Ball in Richmond. I did win Legendary Realness and for the male figures, and then Deja, she took me on out. Yo, you know what? You know what?
Damn,
Matter of
Rodney,
fact, close.
nobody stopped for
wait,
me.
hold on. Rodney has been on the road with this panel. Aladdin, did you get a bullet from Rodney as well? Have you got one from Rodney before?
Oh, what bullet? What we talking about?
A bullet from Rodney, bitch, because he got Harold. He chopped J Rock. He chopped me. Bitch, say, bitch, girl, he just on the road with this panel.
Oh, I get cussed out all the time on the back end. Ooh. So I
I've never,
always get
I
them.
look, Kelly. I've never chopped Harold, but Harold has chopped me.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
J Rock, can you pull up this? J Rock, can you pull up this video, please?
And Harold, you got to
Oh,
make sure you tell the story. I had served Brazil. My fit wasn't the best. I had served Brazil, but they chopped Brazil.
My
So
fake wasn't the best, but I
Harold said,
served.
no, ma'am, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. Rodney outfit looks a mess. It's two chops.
Ooh.
oh, wait,
Wow.
hold on, y'all.
But yeah, no,
Hold on.
I ain't never got a chop before.
Put Rodney
I
on.
ain't never got a chop for
Grand
Rodney,
prize
but
say
I've been cussed
Sonny
out. You
at the
know
April
damn
Fool's
well,
ball was
well
nothing
Elliott
but the
did
Listen,
that.
commentator.
listen,
So yeah.
What's up, there,
it was,
Sonny?
listen, it was so much going on at that motherfucking rags of motherfucking riches mistake, bitch. Okay, bitch. Listen, got inside the motherfucking bitch. Got a motherfucking limo to the motherfucking ball mistake, bitch. By the time we got to the ball, bitch, they was calling the motherfucking category mistake, bitch. They clocked the motherfucking number mistake, bitch, girl. Rodney chopped me mistake, bitch. And they calling the motherfucking name out on the motherfucking microphone. And I'm trying to sneak about the motherfucking building.
Real bad. The only way that's gonna happen is if I have some type of malfunction in the middle of let me tell you something about box 3, box 1, and box 2. They don't play the radio with me. I don't know, like they'll tell me straight up before I go out there on the floor.
Or
Don't go out
me.
there or get like. So I don't have no problems.
Well, it won't happen real bad. It won't happen real bad as long as he's the ball man, because I'm not chopping my members.
Miss
I
Unfortunately, I
Hey,
will
almost
baby.
not.
did. I
I'm
I
not chopping
almost
my
did
members.
though. I don't I don't believe in chopping my member. I almost took one out though Saturday. I promise y'all that,
Harris almost took one out.
baby.
We
But I
won't, we
want to.
won't ask you
I
your
really.
name.
This is the question. This is a question that I really been dying to want to know. Wouldn't y'all appreciate it more, baby, if your house leader chopped you
I
and
would.
maybe it wasn't?
Honestly,
No,
I
let me tell
would.
you.
If I was in
Let,
that
let,
predicament, I would.
let me give you the flip side. This is what happens because I'm gonna tell you from the aspect of house member versus house member battling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The screen as soon as it's over, you get chopped by Rodney.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Aladdin, Rodney don't see you like that. He sent you. Oh yeah, well I had a malfunction. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but child, that was late of him. I know you feel embarrassed.
I see what you're saying.
You walk
Yeah, no,
off,
I
you
see what you're
say,
Exactly.
saying.
but now
I see
that's
what you're
Exactly.
sitting
saying.
with you. That's sitting with you. Then here come that person
Yeah.
back.
And then it's gonna
Hey,
play
I
on my
was just
Gemini,
checking
and
in
then I'm
with
gonna get
you.
mad. You right.
Right.
And they
And then you
love
out
doing
the
that
house.
and they love doing it to the kids though. They don't like doing it to the
Hmm.
people that's mature that you can say, "Oh damn, pops, I must have
Oh,
fucked
they
up."
do that to them.
They
They do that to
They
them.
do
they
it to the
love
They
doing
do
it
babies
to
that
the
to them.
too.
kids.
They said to Lexi when she was Balenciaga. Oh wait, you only Philly mother? That's all they see you for? They do that all the time.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
No, they
Yeah,
do
they definitely do. They
L,
definitely
hold
do.
on one second. L, do you want to play this game? You know they call me Father Receipts. Do you want to play this game? I'm just asking. Okay.
for clarification purposes.
All
Wait a minute. What
right,
my
friend.
junior said? Oh, that sounds too comfortable. Who did you do that to? Oh, okay. Junior, stay in your place. Stay in your place.
Right, Candy. I think that's why I'm okay with it because coming from Revlon, like being my first house, like Tony would chop the fuck out of you as his like you know what I'm saying, and like bitch, I'd rather do it before somebody else get a chance to do it. And
Baby,
I,
do not play in
Thank
front
you,
of
Vigo.
Larry. Do
Mind
not
you,
play in front of
I
Larry
have shook
Polo.
my head when I've seen the house member come out. I have
mm-hmm,
shook my head. So when they coming out, so they realize that bitch, I'm not using it. I'm not
right,
Yeah,
using it.
yeah. You definitely not. They
you
say bitch,
definitely do
girl,
that.
and then they already know you're not using it when you bitch. You look like bitch, and then the judges mistake bitch look down at you while you sitting on the panel like bitch. Do what you
Baby,
got to
let me tell you
do.
something. Baby, let me tell you something. Saturday, I was sitting there, and you know how you feel people looking at you because they wait for you to put up tens? Baby, I had
Mm-hmm.
paid it, and somebody else gave. They looked, they just chopped, and I just sat there, baby, because I had my hand on the card, baby. And I was like, I just like, and you have to be really, really bad for me to even consider you chopping you because several things happened. Let's talk about this because
Mm-hmm.
I think he's an icon now. I, so if I get this wrong, Dominique Revlon, he's icon, right?
Yes, yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
yes.
So he made a post. He made a post in the group, clips and dips about
I seen that. I
people
seen y'all
should
conversation.
be
Yes.
clapping, bringing energy to the ball, and everybody here is in a house. So I know y'all have heard these gripes in house meetings. Oh, y'all only go up for certain people. If you not if
Yeah.
you're not in if you're not in a certain clique, the house not going up for you. If you not no bitch, you still here. You still here. You're not making us go up. You
Right.
got
That is
when
correct.
you on the floor, wake the folks
Wake
up.
it the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying?
I tell you.
You walk if you walk in performance and your house is not giving whatever. I will never forget. There was somebody in the house and Courtney was like, so the girl's coming out and was giving God. Girl was voguing. The house kept going down, down, down. It was just a mess.
Because the Vogue went here.
And you know Courtney. So Courtney's standing there. She got her shades on. Courtney turned to me and said, "Y'all played." And it was just like in that moment. But so the person actually wound up being removed from the house. But like your house is not going to be inspired to know that, bitch. It's embarrassing. You cheering down for somebody. They on the floor and they look a mess. So now you giving very. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. And that's
But
something
And
that
then
Candy,
how
I don't like about ballroom people like the whole consensus that you have to like it has to be clapping and all of that because I'm gonna hit the if I came to this ball I'm gonna hit the floor whether they clap or not. Like you said, I'm here to win. I'm here to make my moment. Everybody don't have to clap for me, but as long as the
You
judges
but
give
this
me my
Aladdin,
tens and I get my battles and hopefully win,
uh,
that's all that should really matter because this ain't
Aladdin,
about just
you
the
are a
bet.
different breed. You come from
That's
my.
true.
Ain't you
That's true.
green? Ain't you green?
Yeah, you're right. That's
Okay,
true.
we if we going out there, bitch, make them clap. If they didn't clap, make them next time, right? But
Right.
I had to go ahead and just go ahead and chalk that up. This new generation is no shade. They just
Pretty
need at least
fellow.
a chant or a clap or something, or you are not supporting them and you do not see it for them. And that's I'm is
Well, that's unfair. You can't make me support mediocrity. I think that's unfair. I think that's an
I
unfair
know.
assessment.
But catch this though. We have the everybody gets a trophy generation is now grown.
that is because we allow that. We
I was
allow
just about to
that.
say that.
But if we
We
don't,
allow that to a point
Yes, we
and
do.
very
y'all let us get
no
canceled.
people think it's okay. There are too many things that like right now in ballroom um that I think that and for me I'm just looking at it like I mean I feel if you have a top notch house very like this idea this concept of people just sitting around, you in a house. I just got read today. I'm 80 years old and still going to balls because this is all I got.
Oh
Bitch, if my
yes.
80-year-old ass,
What
if my
what does that
80-year-old
mean?
ass is taking it, to all 50 states, very whatever the case, and very hitting it to a ball. What makes you feel like? Because here's
80?
my thing, right? Here's my thing.
That's what Lucy said.
If you a Balenciaga, right? We're not gonna play pretend. When you get on the floor and you come out, you already come out with like
Mm-hmm.
some
So that's a
some
fair,
some
that's
respect
fair.
from the panel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More so than if you were a double. You already come out under that protection of being in a house. Balenciaga, Gucci, West, Mugler, Balmain, Ebony. You already
That's
have
true.
that kind of built in a level
What's
of
up, Doc?
respect. So what makes it so you feel, oh, well, you're gonna pop up whenever you want to. You're not gonna have no, no, go, be gone, be gone. It's
But you
so
know
many
what I
people
like.
that
But
go
you know
ahead.
what I like about Courtney though, and she carried from Kiki all the way over into mainstream ballroom. I don't care what house you in. If you a juicy bitch, and everybody was like, "Yes, woo, yes," and snapping and everything, and you go up to Courtney, and you be like, "How I do?" She gonna say, "You played, you fucking
You
played."
played. You was like when
That's our
when I
favorite
tell you
line. You play.
nothing jives John crazier when people be like, when you're close to someone, people feel like if you're close to Rodney, oh, the Balmains are gonna feel like, oh, you got it easy. You close to Bam, Ebony's gonna feel like you got it easy. So there are people that always feel
Yes,
like,
right.
whatever. But when it comes, baby, I am so critical on him when he go, oh my God, Dad, I won this, that, whatever. I was like, yeah, but why was blah, 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 this, and that? And why didn't you do, and didn't we talk
Mm-hmm.
about, and he was
That be
like,
Yes.
that be
yeah, but
Rodney.
I won. And
That
I
be
was like,
Rodney on
yeah,
me.
you could
I'd be
have
like, "Oh, I
lost
won."
though.
He'd be like, "Okay, congratulations," but and
Right.
then
Yeah,
go
you could
down
have.
to yeah.
So
Let me tell you something. Kelly was like, give me that bottle. Very, John gonna come give it a hit. I'm looking like, I just told you don't give them the bottle till after you win. Okay.
big.
Now when Kelly turned your ass, you lucky with some chicken there in front of her, and she wanted that dirty rice.
And Harold, what's going on with you and Vinny, honey?
There's nothing going on with me and Vinny. Let me just say this, okay? Let
Is
me
that
say
who
this. Let
called
me
you
be
80?
clear, right?
No,
You said
that was
what?
Lucy calling him
Oh.
80. He been into it with a lot of
Oh,
people
okay.
this week.
Okay. I was genuinely
No,
asking. I didn't
no,
know. So don't.
because
Mhm.
what happened was, okay. So let me back all the way up, right? I mean, I'm gonna be 100% transparent. So there was a girl that's in North Carolina, and I think she's more so in the Kiki scene or just coming in the mainstream. And she made a
Mhm.
post, and she was like, "Oh, everybody coming out as a Balenciaga, right? We only had 4 people debut at the Carolina Awards draw. Okay, but she knew 3 of the people, so that's why I'm saying to
Right.
her, she wasn't trying it. She
Trying
wasn't
it.
trying it
Right.
anyway. Okay, so there was a particular leader. I'm not gonna say who because I want to save my bullets for when this person tries it. That had just said that their house was a boutique house. Oh,
Okay.
we don't have all these people, girl. You was just trying to recruit these same 3 people.
Same people. Yes.
So then on this post, this person made a comment about the Balenciagas. Also under that comment, that's when like Lucille and D'Anthony had
Mm-hmm.
said something.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw the post yesterday, I paid it. You know what I'm saying? Because people were saying something. I was like, y'all leave that girl alone. She wasn't trying it. So when Ronnie reshared the post today, he reshared it because of Lucille and D'Anthony's comments.
Right.
But I also was addressing the leader who had the smart comments because they said they had a boutique house. So that was the first thing I said, that a lot of times people say that they have a boutique house because people they can't recruit or people are leaving. So yes, bitch, you're small, not by choice. You're small because that's just
No one wants to
the
be there.
reality. Right.
Is it a boutique? Is it a boutique
Then
or a
I
corner store?
also then jumped in. Then I jumped in and then said, and you can't be reading a house, you know,
Reach
you can't be
around.
reading the house that you got put out of.
Don't start.
Period. So okay, so um, from there, okay, so from there, then me and Lucio had our back and forth, which was really
uh
fun
uh
to me at first. It was really fun. Then it started escalating, and I mean, I was never upset with her, honestly. Um, but Lucille is a person with a mouth. Now, baby, you not gonna play with me on Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles Carter, internet, and you
Mm-hmm.
know you firing long range missiles, bitch, and you think
You
I'm gonna
can't say
shoot out a
Giselle no
gun?
more.
No,
You
I'm
dropped
I'm I'm
Giselle.
coming back at you. Now I'm not gonna be disrespectful, and and I saw she made posts later to say, oh, funny how people don't see. I never said I didn't see her, bitch, but I'm gonna be a key. We reading,
Right. We
so
reading.
so then of course I'm at work, and then like I get all these texts. Oh, Vinny's trying you. Okay, so
But
I
where
saw
did that
your
come from?
Vinny. Well, so because Lucille Margela said to Vinny that
Oh,
the
that's right.
boutique
She's a
house comment,
Margella.
right,
Okay.
that the boutique house comment was about Margela. It had nothing to do
Nothing to do with,
with
yeah. It was with the
with
I seen the
Margela.
comment you talking about too, so that's
Because
why
to
I
me,
know.
Margellas
Yeah.
are a boutique house. Like they are a boutique house. Like Vinny has his own style and way. Whether people agree with it or not, him debuting people on the internet, he getting like, the people that kind of come in, he brings in a lot of
Girl.
new people. Hold on, excuse me, Kelly. That is his style. That is his style. So to me, yes, you are a boutique organization. I have no problem with that. You run yours your way, and no shade. I really don't have no problem with how anybody else, does their thing. But you popping and making these shots and making it seem like very well, yes, if you're somebody who was an overall father when I came in the scene and you're still in the position, bitch, I will give it up. I don't want it. But I also have a responsibility to this organization to ensure that there's somebody in place that wants the job and is going to do it.
Right.
Mhm.
I
Ain't
don't
nobody
like
And
just
that.
saying
I don't
like,
like that statement
well,
because
that
I
was maybe because he was talking about a poaching and things of the nature. That was just a segue for me to tell the icon, exotic Miyaki Muglia, stop trying to poach my motherfucking face children, Miss Say Bitch girl, because this is not the game that y'all want to motherfucking play.
well, you should have
so
just said that.
I asked him in regard to, I asked him several questions. First of all, I explained. Okay, two, one thing, when people say I don't want to put people in leadership positions, first, or I don't develop people, then I wish I'll tell the rest of these people in ballroom that so they can stop taking people from my house to make them go be parents in their house. Two,
That's
okay,
true.
I give people opportunities. Okay, but you a person has to all y'all that are leaders know it takes commitment, it takes responsibility, it takes,
Mm-hmm.
you got to want to do the work. And there are people that
Mm-hmm.
have left Balenciaga to go on and be parents. And, well, Prince, you would be a teacher, you want to grade some of these tests and put some F's on these report cards because they failed. And they
Well,
failed, but they failed not because they're not a good ball walker.
Why you had to throw Prince in there in
but
his
why
No,
would
teacher
I
ability?
why
No,
Prince
I
was being
know.
because
I know.
Prince said he was being a teacher, so we want to just make his whole weekend useful. So since he want to be the teacher, we gonna
well
go
why
ahead and
would
let
you
him
ask
grade.
him? He will be the substitute. He failed too.
See, Prince, Kelly is at you. Kelly is at you.
See?
So no, but I say that, but my thing is, let me just say this. I'm gonna say this to any person, okay?
Mhm.
You can't read me about being in ballroom. You can't read me about still participating in ballroom. Okay. If my house was flailing, this and that, whatever the case, fine. Again, if somebody else in this
I was just
house
about to say that.
wants to step up and be overall father, they can. But my
Yeah, I don't never
participation in
think that
this
it's a
community,
read to read people about. I just said this earlier on Nikki panel when we were talking. Like, I don't like how people always refer to age to everything. Age has no bearings to me in ballroom, right? I also feel
mhm.
like it's kind of like a not redundant, but kind of like it don't hit the way y'all think it do by saying that, oh, you such and such, you've been in position this long. But if the house is thriving and working, and the members of this house like love and fuck with this person, then where's the read? You can't read Harold for if it's working and it's been working. Like I've been in ballroom 20 years. I know that Balenciaga has been hitting for 20 years. So you can't and Harold has been at the forefront of that. So if there's no problem, then where's the read in the like there's no read in that, in my opinion.
Dante, you here? You want this? You want this? I will come bring you the keys right now. Welcome to the show, the East Coast Father. Dante, if you want it, you can have it. And matter of fact, I can cancel my next upcoming trips.
If
It's
you
all yours,
some
boo.
if you're in a that's the problem that y'all have and that's your fault. If you're somewhere where you only tolerating it, then that anything that happen you deserve. No sense.
Girl,
So, so you're saying is it working or is it tolerated? Is it So how would you measure it being tolerated? Because if the house is continuing to thrive and people are continuing to do
That makes no
different things,
sense.
how is it right?
Like that makes no sense.
it's a lot of girls in houses, mistake bitch, girl, that are part of houses, mistake bitch, and they feel like it's nothing greener on the other side, and they're there just to be there, and they're being
Well,
tolerated,
that but
mistake bitch.
then just exit out of ballroom altogether. If you feel like there's nothing on the other side of that, be a 007.
Because,
Like
but
what are you
they
in
have
these
to,
post
they have to,
establishment for if you don't like the establishment? That makes no sense.
I'm gonna say this: we were at a Balenciaga brunch in Durham, North Carolina. Was it Durham? We were in North Carolina, maybe Greensboro. We had went to one of the Carolina Awards balls,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, another Carolina Awards ball weekend. And Cameo and Jordan said, "You know what? Dante need to be overall father. Harold, you just need to step down,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to let other leaders step up."
And then they gag.
Well, since then they both have been in parental roles, right?
And gag. And gag. So there's that.
but you know what it is, mistake. I really know what it is. People think that people don't want to step down. You do want to step down, but it is not anybody that may be in your establishment that want to elevate up to that because they know the
Mm-hmm.
work that comes with it, bitch. Okay. And then if you go look outside your house
Keys
for
one.
it, it is going to become a problem with people that's already in the establishment.
Well, that's a problem you just gonna have to have because if I started in here and ain't nobody to work, then this my house and I'm ready to put somebody in a position. And if I go outside to do it, and if you don't like it, then go again. If you don't like
Aladdin. See,
something,
hold
why?
on. Let me stop. Let me stop you. Stop
Okay,
you. Let me stop you right there. Easier said than done. It's
true.
easy. That's easy to say what should happen when you're not in the driver's
You
seat.
right. You right.
So,
No, you right.
so you can say that to people. So think about this for a moment, right? Think about
Mm-hmm.
this. Look at all the people that are in the house. So for me to say, like, there are different people who feel like maybe at some point they can be a leader. For me to go grab somebody from the outside and say, hey, come take over. Let me be 100% with you. When I
Mm-hmm.
left the house of Mugler, it wasn't because they didn't make me overall father. That wasn't the reason.
Oh
It
yeah, because
wasn't
that was the
because
story.
it wasn't because Rock Stasha became mother over Rock Out. That was not our reason for leaving. The catalyst was Jihad coming to me and saying that he was asked to be overall father of Mugler and that Jiggy Chanel was asked to be overall father of Chanel. That was the catalyst. I mean, overall father of Mugler.
Mm.
That was the catalyst because if you know anything about Mugler from
Mm-hmm.
1996 to 2002, Rodney, if you think Rodney and I ping pong now, imagine us in our 20s
Yeah. No. Yeah.
in an
Yeah.
era
Yeah. Yeah.
where, in an era where I wasn't working. So
Right.
if you know, you
Yeah,
know.
Go.
that was the
So
era when
so hold
that
on,
was the
Kelly,
era
hold on, Kelly, hold
when they
on.
was telling people to do the
So
old way and
baby,
get
That's
up on
not the
their neck.
point, Kelly.
so this is where this is why I was Carolina father, DC father at the same time. This is why I
Hmm.
was able to have such a connection with the Carolinas. This is why I had such a connection in Atlanta. I was in all these spaces. That was me in my 20s. I'm
That's
not gonna
true.
lie. I was all over the place. So as an individual, to think that you have given that much time to yourself,
Hmm.
to an organization, and you're gonna reach outside, are y'all fucking crazy? And to me, and I say this, and I've said this before, I've said this publicly, so I'm not stepping on nobody. Going backwards, I saw the same thing happen. It was the same thing. This is the same reason that Prodigy came about. Same thing happened to Man. And
Man,
even
yeah.
like honestly, I say the same thing. And again, I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. Whatever decisions people make, they make. I felt that was the same thing that happened to Corey when he was a Chanel. That's how he
Yeah,
became a
we just talked
Lanvin.
about that earlier too. Yeah,
You
we just talked
so
about that.
you know what I'm saying? So to go and bring somebody outside when you have somebody that's sitting there doing the work, unless that person says, "Hey, I want this person to take over because I don't want to do it." You may not have to justify to everybody, but there are going to be some people that
Some people that's
you
gonna
need their
question.
buy-in.
No, that ain't what happened with a reaching. Daniel. Let me shut up. I ain't in the house no
Well,
more.
no,
I was a
but
reaching.
also like I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not. If since that was said in the comments, I do think honestly, like I never understood this decision, and I'm not shitting on this person and saying this, but I never understood how Brandon became like the overall father
Oh, I
and
mean,
Orichi. Like,
so so I can tell you because the day that it happened, I left. That was they had been in talks with him, for a while, so it didn't kind of come out of nowhere. Like it was kind of known. Um, an executive decision was made by the owners of the house that this is who they wanted in the position, right? We all
mm,
like everybody in leadership kind of knew that they were talking to him about it. So it wasn't like it was just this, you get what I'm trying to say? Like everybody was aware
right.
that what was going on. I think what kind of fucked up the groove is when they just went on and did it without. For me, it rubbed me the wrong way, like how they kind of like how they did it, and that's why I was like, well, damn, so you just don't care about how we feel at all, and that's the way it resonated to me. But everyone was
And that may
aware,
not have been the case, but people sometimes make that mistake of overlooking that, and you have to take that into
right?
account.
Right.
Bitch, baby, y'all, I gave y'all the common courtesy to even allow y'all to be a part of the conversation when I really don't even have to allow y'all to be a part
No,
of anything, bitch, because this is my shit.
And that's what, and even though Kelly's saying it a little fucked up and harsh, that's all I'm kind of saying is like, you really can't be, I can't be mad at Rodney for any decision that he made with Balmain because he sat down and also his intellectual properties to start this house with Alexis. So any decision that he made, I really can't be upset about it. I got one or two options. Either I'm going to sit there and stare at Balmain or I'm going to chunk the deuces. And like people give it too much attention, I feel like.
yeah, I mean, I hear you on that, but I also think that sometimes people, I don't know. I've never been. I've never
Mhm.
tried to be the individual to be. This is my house.
Right,
I feel
right,
like
right.